Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys. Who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren. Right?
Stardust speaks to you.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be awful.
Al zurdo de mierda no le podés dar ni un milímetro.
Pero ¿me podés definir zurdo de mierda que no
Todos
lo
los que,
entiendo?
digamos, los colectivistas, los que ponen, digamos, o sea, esa idea... A ver,
¿Por qué le pones de mierda, digamos?
Porque son una mierda.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
I disagree. I disagree, Gary.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Otisburg?
Where's this monster? She's got her own place, man.
Otisburg?
It's a little bitty place.
Otisburg?
Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
Great sandwich.
Thank you. I enjoyed having you here. You're a very good co-host.
Howdy. How is everybody doing?
3 million going strong.
3 million going strong.
On the strength.
A lot of strength. We're going to give you guys a little preview. Maybe a little preview. What's coming. That's what's coming. We're going to make our own TTRPG woke list. I'm not trying to outdo the one on Pundit's site, but I think it could use a little bit of tweaking. And the three, like green, yellow, red, I always thought was a tad too simplistic. So we will do that. You guys are going to help. What do you guys in the chat think of the freak out background?
Well, I tell you what, Mark C already likes it. Boom.
Yeah. It is a temporary. It is a. I can tear it down as I will. All right. So.
Whoa!
So why don't you go get that light if you can there.
Yeah, I'll do that. You read Porch.
Yep. We have Porch. $5 super chat. Here's to the next 3,000. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It's a blackout. Freak
I
out.
swear that. Two of them I've seen before. The Panther for sure. And the Viking one. I swear I've seen that before. But Double D's trying to help me remember from where. I just can't.
That's a Frazetta. I can't remember what it's called. Was it on something else, chat? Let me know. Thank you so much, by the way, Porch, for the super duper chat.
I gotta
Viking one is a Molly Hatchet album cover. Always go under the assumption that Crazy Mouse is always correct, because he said, I think that's an album cover. And I said, boy, that's a Frazetta print. I'm like, they would have had to pay probably a decent amount of money for that. So as usual.
Well, shot in the dark.
Yeah. he likes to play modest.
Hey, I got a trivia question, and it's I did the research, so this is correct. The question is, which artist is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for 3 different instances, and there's a double D tie-in to this. We're not going to wait like an hour. Like,
yeah,
I'll just,
let's see if
the guesses for the chat. Please don't look it up.
Yeah. Someone says Ozzy.
Ozzy is incorrect.
Yeah, don't be cheating.
No cheating.
Dolly Parton, Chris
Dio is incorrect.
We have a giveaway, folks, and it involves Chris Miller. We have 70 people already. Thank you, guys.
Dolly and Dio is incorrect.
All right. Well,
I'll give it.
Just keep an eye out for it.
I'll give it till.
Just keep an eye out for it. We will move on. We were. Rogan's a little under the weather, so he couldn't.
He's not feeling well.
He was a last minute scratch, so hope he gets well.
He wasn't feeling well. This is going for a couple days now, so I hope he gets better.
Almost a week.
Absolutely. Yep.
So tell me, chat. Did you guys of a certain age, like around my age and Crazy Mouse's age, did you have a older brother that had the blacklight poster basement?
Shaboom.
Let us know. Rollin' free, $5. Apologies for canceling my membership to support one that cost more, but I still love you, DD. Just got my basic TSR D&D book in today.
Mailman brought it today.
Fantastic. Yeah. Congratulations on that. Thank you so much for the super chat too, amigo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have been very hitting it out of the park lately. Yes, 3,000.
Oh, porch.
Oh, you got it.
That
Eric
is
Clapton.
correct.
What was he? What was the 3?
It's Yardbirds, Solo, and was he in Cream?
Yeah.
Yep. Those are the 3.
Yeah. Nice.
And the tie-in is obviously at the beginning for Layla.
Yeah.
Yep. But in researching that, are you ready for this? Cher is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I was shocked at.
Figure she'd at least be in with Sonny and Cher.
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Well, we got...
All right, enough of that.
Enough of that. Yeah, so a quick little thank you to all you guys. Obviously, didn't know if I was going to make 3,000 by the end of the year. At the very beginning of the year, we passed 1,000, and I did a live stream. And I remember saying at that distinctly, I said, well, you might have asked Mouse, what are your goals, for this year? And I'm like, I'd love to hit 3,000 by the end of the year. I said, it's ambitious, but let's double it up. And sure enough, thanks to good old Joe Goodman at Goodman Games.
Do you know when I was checking that out? I thought it said goddamn games.
Goddamn. Well, that's what a lot of people are saying now.
Well,
Mercurius, thank you so much. $5 for the tip jar. Yes, you are a faithful subscriber now in the inner circle. I think we need to baptize Torah into the inner circle. The man has wanted it for a while. I think he's earned it. What do you think?
Bring him in.
Torah, you're in.
You're in? Bring some pulled pork.
Yep. Don't be one of those guys that shows up.
Just
without
show
nothing.
up. Don't show up empty-handed. Bring something to eat.
We're on to you. So this is fantastic. I'm always humbled, Apparently you guys like us. You like a little bit of me, but I'm thinking most of it is you kind of like the way we interact together here. These Wednesday live streams
They're fun.
Yeah, they have been way more successful than I ever thought. I'm just appreciating the behind us. Obviously, you can't quite get the glow that you would like if it was your in color. But man, these are cool. I love that Frazetta right there. Is it Death Dealer? What's the chat saying here? We got I see Cal.
Hot
the like button.
Chris
Absolutely.
Miller. There's Chris Miller right there. Nick, Torah, Edgelord, Surly,
Surly.
Yeah. We haven't seen Eric C in a while. Mercurius. The Queens aren't in yet. Where's Longshot? He isn't in yet. Panthers in the no-show yet.
Showing you guys the
People show up.
first 2 issues of Mad Scribe, by the way. We are going to give I'm going to give these away towards the end. So if you stick around, hopefully. Chris Miller, the Mad Scribe himself.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Donated these. And I'm sure he, of course, wants to see them in hands. I already have copies of these. So, boom. They're going to be out. You got to remember, Mouse. That, of course, means the return of Nightbot.
Yeah. We can handle him.
Are you ready, chat?
We got that guy swinging that club behind you. We're
That's
good.
right. Yeah. Although I went through the Nightbot and I'm like, here's why all the problems were happening. Like spamming emojis, it'll put you in timeout. There was all these like rules that were pre-set up. And I'm like, all right, well, disable. So hopefully when he comes in, he'll be benign.
So hold on. So Nightbot was bringing cookies?
I guess.
He's in. Mercurius, yep. There you are. Yep.
Yep. Mercurius, he's always here. Yep. Yeah, hey, look, as I've noticed, some people come, some people go. Hopefully, if you need a break from me, I understand. I would just say, we're always here. Come on back once you're getting that hunger, the double D hunger.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the simp, the OnlyFans simp who spent $90,000
for a phone number.
Yeah, essentially to have access. And boy, this girl is regretting it.
Rogan is here.
There he is from his deathbed.
Yep.
Yeah, you could be sitting right next to it, Rogan. It's okay. Hope you are feeling better.
Yeah.
Get the old Sprite and chicken soup. Never fails. But yeah, we were just talking about how insane that is. 90 grand. And then somebody was saying the OnlyFans girl, Amaranth, just totally blew off like one of her moderators. I think she's also on like Twitch. She's a Twitch streamer. Like drove like a insane amount of distance just to meet her, and she totally like blew him off, and it's on camera.
She got her 90. She got the bag. What is she worried about?
Well, this is a different one. Amaranth has probably even more money. Yeah, these OnlyFans girls, holy shit.
The one girl, it was a YouTube short. It was her. She still lived at her parents' house, and in her driveway was all the cars that she has bought with all her OnlyFans money. It is literally like she's probably like, $500,000 worth of cars.
Easy. Literally blew off. He wishes.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know if you've seen it. You can probably find it if you go on like Twitter or something, or X. I mean,
Porch just spent $5 to get the same amount of attention.
There you go. Yeah. You got to catch them when they're. Yeah, he was like holding his hand up. They were like at a table, like looking at something, and then he was holding his hand up, like, "Hey, high five." She literally looked down, looked the other way, and then walked away. Now, Cal, if I ever saw you, I would give you a big kiss, a big sloppy kiss on the cheek, of
Gen
course.
Con next year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see, Chris. Have you heard of the multi-million-dollar OnlyFans girl who was recently discovered to be an AI-generated bot? I think I did hear something about that. I didn't look into it too much, Chris.
How about the former NBA player Joe Smith? His wife is an OnlyFans girl, and he didn't know, and then he found out, and he was furious, just absolutely furious.
There's some that don't. They'll give like, they'll show like maybe a little titty or like little, provocative or side boob, but they'll always kind of play it coy. But the thing is, they always end up doing,
more
the thing, because pretty soon people are like,
you're already showing that. What's the difference?
Yep. I mean, they'll get the hardcore stalker types.
I used to work with a girl at a grocery store, and she had no problem showing her boobs to everybody. She's always like, "It's just a boob. What's the big deal?"
Yeah. Yeah, I think you told me that. Yeah, I've never underboob. Yeah, the Rogan. The underrated underboob.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I want you to get that light there.
Turn it back on?
Turn it back on.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
We'll bring the lights up. We've had our freak out. Alrighty, and with that, I will also head over to the EFAP screen. What do you think of that?
What we got going on today?
Oh, we got stuff going on. There you go. We'll get to that in a moment.
Remember when, was it, who was the vice president that said that student that he spelled potato
Potatoes,
wrong?
Dan Quayle. Do I have hero spelled right? Now you have me concerned.
It looked right. But it just made me think. I saw the ES and I just thought, is potato spelled right?
Patty, did you get my message on Twitter? I have not checked Twitter, Patty. Is it important? Is it something that the show that might have bearing on the show? All right, hold on 1 second. We'll do a little reset here. Okay. Yeah, Dan Quayle, the white Kamala Harris. I always felt a little sorry for Dan. I think he was a nice guy. Just a little. The thing is, that was back when the media, if they would have it out for you, they could kind of collude.
Remember on Saturday Night Live, they always had him being played by like an 8-year-old.
Well, yeah, like a little 10. Yeah, Dana Carvey would be George Bush, and he'd be. Yeah, there was a coordinated effort to undermine Dan Quayle, but oh well. Man, I just deleted Twitter. Oh boy, and Facebook. I hate humanity. Edgelord.
I've never I've never signed up for Facebook or Instagram or any of that stuff.
All right, so thank you again for the 3,000. On to Cincinnati, as Bill Belichick says. Hopefully next year we can double it. Maybe we'll get to 6.
Someone mentioned that when you get higher, it's easier to gain more. I mean, it's just because
I hear
of word
that.
of mouth.
Yeah. When word starts to filter in. I got a huge gift today. I got a follow on Twitter. It means somebody follows you now, and they can kind of see your tweets and they're active.
Joe Rogan.
No, close though. I think he's the best YouTuber pound for pound. Razor Fist.
All right.
And he actually just did a video on how to support BattleTech without supporting the filthy commies at Catalyst Games, which ties into our interview with Blaine Pardo. Yeah, he actually had Blaine, I think, on a while ago too. Razor Fist is a huge BattleTech fan. And yeah, he had a great video today. He is the one guy I have never gotten tired of his videos. Certain YouTubers like Nerdrotic, Gary, I have nothing against him personally, but I need a break from him after a while. Folks like that, Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, they're all good guys, but I never get tired of Razor Fist. He is the perfect YouTuber. Puts out a video, 10 minutes max. He's got. I don't think he's reading. He's got these rants memorized, and it is just amazing, his delivery and his content too. F you, I was right. Yeah, that's his thing. And let's just say we probably share a very, very common set of philosophies. Not much difference.
Is it Razor Fist or Razor First?
Fist.
Okay, I'm going to look him up after.
Yeah, Razor Fist. Yeah, you should watch his videos. He is the best rant guy. But he also does when he talks normal too. He's just really cool. He does normal streams as well. So.
Right now I'm on Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy. Yeah. The pizza guy.
Pizza.
All right, so let's reset this before we get into it. And you guys you are going to help with this. Okay? We're gonna cobble a list together. We're gonna hopefully maybe improve. And just so you guys know what I'm talking about, don't go there now, of course. But I did put the link to the TTRPG, the RPG site list by Ocule, I think. And it is a great place to start. It really is. But like I said, I think there's some improvements we can make on it, and I kind of have a system that I think I might like a little bit better. But all right, so just for those of you that are kind of new or just want to kvetch about it, this happened. Goodman Games came out. They're having an indie RPG creator summit. Oh, great! Look at all these creators.
The guy in the bottom corner looks like the guitar player from Cheap Trick with those glasses.
Oh, yeah.
And the baseball hat.
Yes. It's funny. All right, 1 second here. Let me boost it up a little bit. Oh, Jared Creator. Yep. Bob, World Builder. Yeah, our friend Bob. That's funny. All right, so most of you know what happened because a lot of you saw my video. It's one of my better performing videos. A bunch of lunatics attack them, the usual suspects, and they caved. They caved because it's all white men, apparently. See, it's just, oh my God, it's all white men. And, we can't say that these are the people that are mostly interested in the hobby. These are the ones that produce, from a, I don't know.
Will says that Harley is one of his favorite writers.
Yeah. Harley Stroh does a lot of work for DCC. And to have these guys, to have Joe Goodman, and let's face it, it's Joe Goodman's call, essentially throw him under the bus is really kind of pitiful. But you have to understand, too, a lot of these guys, they agree politically with the people who did this to them. That is the most insane thing. It's like hearing these young, white women just destroying, the white family and all that stuff. It's like, wait a minute, you're white. Why are you doing this? It's this sort of self-destructive, suicidal almost need on their part. It's been kind of drummed into their brains, probably in college, which is unfortunate. Send your kids to trade school.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of college, KG's looking at colleges now, and Penn State was on her list, and now Pitt is on her list. And Pitt is gaining some strength right now.
And Pitt is expensive. Oh my gosh,
They all are.
Oh boy. All right. So yeah. So they caved, and then of course we know what they did. Of course, they put up all these nobodies that nobody knows anything. Nobody knows these guys. I'm sorry. I got a couple of huffy comments. They usually reserve this for Professor Dungeon Master, but they're like, excuse me, Double D, Jordan is a YouTuber. Well, I'm sorry. I barely have enough time to watch my friend YouTubers. It's like I try to crash, the streams of people I actually like that, I kind of have established a relationship. I don't know Jordan. So sorry, but I hear he's okay, and that's fine. So maybe he just got dragged up in this, but yeah, all these folks, this is who they were trying to sell. And of course it's just about a bunch of customer service people and, backer kit, the back end people. They're not going to tell you how to be creative at all. Pitt alum. Danny Marino.
Our neighbor was the team doctor for Pitt back in the Dan Marino, Hugh Green days.
Oh, yeah?
And stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Lycan. He passed away, but he's Pitt.
Yeah, well, that's what I hear. I hear that Jordan. Yeah, and I obviously, guys, I have nothing against it. I'm just jerking your chain, as what's his name said in Dumb and Dumber. Jordan is the only decent one on this second list. White man, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is kind of funny. It's like he's the only one that probably has a modicum of talent. I think maybe that's Sean Raleigh. Maybe he's an artist. I didn't highlight him, but I think he may actually have done something too. So, all right. But
who is Erica Lowe? She looks like every white guy's older sister I've ever seen. You are correct. She looks like a girl that would be like when you go buy a picture frame at Walmart or Target.
Yeah,
like
they came with the frame. Yeah, she came with the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be from Twitter. She has a few credits. I can't vouch for how good they are. So if you saw in the video, I kind of took it easy. And here's the thing: I don't have anything against any of these folks per se. It's just that in comparison to the original, it's like these aren't really creative people. Some of them are just on the business end. So yeah, no slight intended for the most part. But then Dr. Greg Gillespie reached out, and he's like, Double D. He's like the rot at Goodman Games has been going on, a while, and he's sending me stuff. And I know a lot of this stuff has gone on. I think 10 Cars Tavern did this. This is what happens when, you don't just fire it up and stream at will. You're going to get, people are going to see this stuff before you, but hey, I figure you just want my view on it anyway, and I'll give it to you. Yeah, this is the difference in the Dungeon Crawl Classics 8th printing versus 10th. And this is, just kind of like getting you pumped up at, I think the beginning of the book, that you are a fantasy enthusiast of imaginative mind, familiar with the customs of role-playing, understanding the history and significance of the elder gods, Gygax and Arneson, and their cohorts, Bledsaw, Holmes, Jackways, Cask, Kuntz, Mentor, Moldvay, and Ward, and knowledgeable of the role of judge and the practice of adventure. Well, what's changed in the last couple years? Let's see. Here's from the latest printing. That you're a fantasy enthusiast of imaginative mind, familiar with the customs of role-playing, aware that a party is strongest when it is most diverse.
Well, that's an interesting strategy.
Interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Dodgeball.
Oh, my. Aware that a party is strongest when it is most diverse. Acknowledging fantasy's roots while helping it grow to meet the challenge of the future, which essentially means being ashamed of it. Being ashamed of Gary, Dave Arneson.
Doesn't, reading that last part, Double D, in the way that you said it, it reminded me of that girl doing the press conference for Snow White.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
It's not going to be that Snow White. It's going to be this Snow White. Not Snooky's Snow White.
Not Snooky White and the Seven Guidos.
That one still cracks me up.
It does, yeah. I like that I went out and made an AI thing of it. And
yep.
I tell you what, the AI, Snooky looked pretty good in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I'm going to look up some bikini pictures of Snooky. I know she's pretty filthy, but... So yeah,
Road March. It's not lack of diversity in NFL. There's lack of diversity in basketball.
Yeah, basketball's
in
where
the NBA.
really, yeah, it's like 75% in the NBA. It's still, if you're going by percentage population and all that, of course, it's all going to be out of whack.
Everyone actually just must have thought what I'm saying. There's a lot, and the NBA and the NBA. Yep.
Yep.
Maybe that's what he meant to type.
Yeah.
We gotcha.
Yep. And be acquainted with the role of judge. Okay, they just the last part is the same. So yeah. Ouch. But that's not all. And so, of course, I know some of you folks have already seen this too, and that's fine. Greg said, "Tell everybody I sent you this." It's like he does not like Goodman Games. I love Greg. We're going to try to have him on next week.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. We're ringing the holidays with Greg Gillespie.
And that won't be our last. No, there's like 3 more shows till Christmas.
Yeah, we will be fine. So Dungeon Con Online. That is a let's see. So you can get this out so you can see the chat there.
Thank you. Grazie.
This is something that I think Goodman was heavily involved in 2021. Do you remember what happened in like 2020, 2021 there, Crazy Mouse?
Well, we had a little bit of a pandemic.
Yeah. Summer of love, people rioting, good times.
Oh, you can't assemble unless you're going to protest.
Exactly.
Then it's okay.
Yeah. The best was when they asked Fauci that, and he blinked and pretended he didn't hear it. And that's when everybody was like, "Oh, this guy's just a piece of shit. Oh, he's just an actual piece of shit." Like he would send, you knew he was full of it, because would he really send 70,000 African Americans to their death from the flu? No. So yeah, that's when I had a suspicion before. I think we both did. Crazy Mouse and I were of a mind, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's just a scam. But yeah, this was back when social distancing was a thing.
We used to come up with these phrases when we'd be sitting around.
Oh God, yeah.
Mask it or casket.
Mask it or casket. That was our personal one.
6 feet apart or 6 feet under, your choice.
And
my
the
mother-in-law.
I was going to say the one from your mother-in-law when she just shook her head and said, "People will die, Crazy Mouse. People will die." Yeah, I'm getting to the point now where I would just say good.
Yeah.
I'm
natural selection.
I'm beyond caring. I don't care when people are, normally I would be like, oh, yeah. Oh, well, I have a condition. I have a respiratory conditions. Do you want me to get hurt or do you want me to die? I would have been before like, well, I don't know. Maybe there's room. Now I'm like, fuck it.
There were...
Put yourself in a cave.
There was maybe...
Or die.
In our circle, maybe like 6 people. 6 that we were like, I hope these people never get it. We were worried about Rogan because of his asthma. We were worried about our neighbor across the street because of her asthma and something else that she had medical. Some elderly people. Then as we found out all these people are getting it and they're fine. Yeah. Rogan was laid up for a week.
Yeah. My 85-year-old mom got it who I think weighed 90 pounds.
My mom got it. She was fine. The neighbor across the street, she got it. Turned out fine.
Yep. All right. Well, this was Dungeon Con online. Okay. So they're talking about this is like an online convention. And the law of the Cyclops. I don't know what that means. Okay. So first they say family-friendly content, which I understand. All games are run within our community, should avoid excessive gore, violence, or sex. Of course, these are fantasy games, so a certain amount of combat seems reasonable, right? But then right underneath.
We got one.
Yep.
I'll pop it up.
Yep, go ahead.
Thank you.
Justin Sutton.
Nothing popped up. Oh, we'll pop it up afterward.
Yep. No, I bet it did. Yep. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Give a sticker, $1. Thank you so much. Now we have family friendly, which is fine. I understand that. I would have never, blinked twice at that. Now keep in mind, this is a Goodman Games joint. Like they are heavily involved in this. Safety. All games run within our community must use, explain, and support safety tools. This isn't to eliminate challenging content, but to make sure that everyone knows the bounds and is given consent. For more on that, see our play guidelines and tools of the table.
Do you know when you gave your consent? When you logged in.
Yeah, exactly. So these safety tools, we keep talking about them, and people keep saying, the people that I'm getting more and more upset with are the folks. I used to hate the ones on the opposite side that would be like kind of snidely saying, what do you care? You don't use them if you don't want to. Now I'm getting tired of the folks on our side saying like, just play your game. These people are crazy. Just let them do what they want. And it's like, that's why we're here. That's why we're in this position where we have a shitload of companies who are going to be on the naughty side of this list. Consideration that safety doesn't end at the gaming table, but extends into our community spaces. Dungeon Con Online asks that in those spaces, you consider your words and their impact. It is vital that Dungeon Con Online members can offer opinions and discuss issues. Which should be done with a spirit of support, kindness, and inclusivity. There's that magic word, inclusivity. Whenever you hear that, start running. And
exclude yourself.
Exclude yourself, yeah. Make sure you are well armed. Think about your intent and act in those spaces with integrity and love. Integrity and love? It's a gaming convention.
Yeah.
Integrity and love. Be positive and supportive. What is this?
It's getting Rogan fired up.
Be positive and supportive of others as you would hope they would be. Oh my God. Just say the golden rule. Hey guys, just treat everybody else the way you'd want to be treated. Instead, we're talking about integrity and love and beauty and loving yourself and creativity. Blah, blah,
Don't
blah.
cheat on your dice rolls, says John. That's integrity.
Yeah. All right. But just look at this. This was a Goodman Games thing. And, you know, I will say this about the list. I have a few bones to pick on the TTRPG site, you know, Pundit site, the guy who made the list. He always had Goodman Games in the red. And for the longest time, I was like, I don't think they should be red, you know, maybe yellow, you know. But, you know, this has been around a while, so maybe those folks did their homework and I just didn't. But holy shit, you read this stuff. Oh, my Lord. All right, so in the course of exemplifying Dungeon Con Online principles, all members of our community shall function within guidelines. Clearly declare the concept, aim, tone, and subject matter of every game. All right, so plan regular breaks. In the event a player requests that a gaming session not be shared after the fact, honor the request not to share the recorded session. Okay. Here we go. Respect player pronouns and character pronouns. As if you didn't have enough to do as a DM. Routinely reaffirm these throughout play and at the start of each session. So you have to think of a way to refer to someone in the second person while they're sitting right in front of you.
Yeah.
Hey, I see you're sitting next to, you know, it. It's bonkers. It's fucking bonkers. Respect player autonomy and practice regular check-ins to affirm enthusiastic agreement.
Nordic says it'll be a cold day in hell before I worry about pronouns.
Yep.
Okay, Thongar the barbarian, he, him.
Yeah. But I mean, we joke, but it seems that's exactly what they're asking for. Explain and incorporate some form of tools for safe play. Oh, you're going to double down on that. You just mentioned it. X card, lines and veils into every game shared on Dungeon Con Online. Oh my God. More tools of the table. Games organizers are expected to use tools for safe. Definitions. Harassment includes offensive comments related to gender identity and expression, sex orientation, disability, mental illness, neurotype, physical appearance, body, age, race, ethnicity, nationality. Something tells me if this age thing, if there was an old white guy there, they would be just fine.
We got one from Chris.
Yep. 1 second here. Let's get that up. There you go. You get your infinity there. Chris Miller. I'm a designer. I don't pretend to have any say in how you play my game. I'm just glad you are playing. No consent is necessary. Your preferences, pronouns, phobias are none of my business. Well said, my friend. $10 super chat. Thank you. Guys, remember, too, we're going to have a giveaway. Mad Scribe magazine, issues 1 and 2.
Yep.
For one lucky winner. Make sure if you're interested in this, guys, it's great getting a physical magazine in the mail. It really is. It's you have those old feels. Use the link in the description, and that'll tell Chris that you came from here. And check out his game Encore too, if you want a really unique kind of blends fantasy with science fiction. Kind of like a Babylonian. It's kind of hard to describe, but it is super cool. And I'm going to go through it one of these days.
If you know Role Player for Christmas is a good time.
Yeah.
Holidays are coming up. Christmas, Hanukkah, stuff like that.
Yeah. If you want to support someone who's on the right side.
Yep.
Supports the channel. Yep. This is Chris Miller, Mad Scribe. Check it out, won't you? Thanks again, Chris. All right. Go back to the insanity, shall we?
Stop the Susan Powder.
Stop the insanity. These are the definitions. Unwelcome comments regarding a person's lifestyle choices and practices, including those related to food, health, parenting, drugs, and employment. So somebody could sit there and say, like, hey, I'm a crackhead, and I have 4 kids.
I'm an unemployed crackhead, and all I eat is corn nuts.
Yeah. And as soon as I'm done with this online convention, I'm gonna go. Smoke some more crack. So if you were to say to that person, you know, in the chat, hey, maybe don't do that. That would be unwelcome according to Goodman Games. Drugs. Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you mind if I smoke some crack right here at the table? Hey, we got some tweakers over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna freebase some cocaine if you guys don't mind. Just ignore the spoon and the fire. Oh my lord! Deliberate use of incorrect names or pronouns. Yeah, we got that one. Boy, you like to hammer that home, don't you? The use of dead or rejected names.
Oh my heavens to Betsy.
Yep. Gratuitous, off-topic sexual images or behavior in spaces. Well, all right.
Well, we have that at our table all the time.
Yeah. All right. So they got one right there. Physical contact and simulated physical contact.
Holy cow, we have that one. That one's crossed the border.
that one is yeah. We have had unwelcome physical content. Rogan was the
Rogan
victim.
was the recipient.
That was the first night Pew Pew played with us too.
It is. He was like, "This is the greatest."
Yeah, he was like, "Man, you guys get into it." Yeah, we'll have to tell that story sometime. Excuse me. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of Rogan's cold. Derogatory comments that refer to a particular person without directly mentioning them, especially for, but not limited to, means of mockery or criticism. So I thought you wanted us to like be sly and say like, "Hey, he next to you." Is this just going against that? Is this contradicting it? God. Making intentionally false communication. Okay. Stealing or misappropriation of any property, including digital. I was going to say, is this in person? Was this in person or online? Anybody know?
It seemed like it was online.
It's called Dungeon Con Online, but maybe there was an in-person aspect.
Mrs. Double D steals dice all the time. Every time she opens her bag, there's someone else is in there.
I give her the old what for after. Bang zoom to the moon. The James Gang.
Thank you.
In the Bible, the demons always refer to themselves with they, them pronouns. I wonder if there's a correlation. You think?
Holy cow.
Could be.
We got another one.
Thank you, James. Glad you started streaming again. You took a little break there, recharged the batteries. I caught a little bit of it the other night while you were doing your stream, James. I was putting all these blacklight posters up. So that's what I was putting up the hangers. Yeah, I was doing them. Wandering Mage, $10. Wow, you guys are great. In the DCC 10th printing, they removed the mention of the rules designers like Gygax and Arneson, but not the mention of the artists like Easley and Caldwell on the same page. I just checked. Oh wow. Yeah, well, Jeff Easley is a kook, an atheist kook. Don't ever argue with a committed atheist. Like some atheists are fine. They're just like, hey, religion's not really my thing. You know, if it's yours, that's great. A committed asshole atheist is just someone you never want to argue with, and Jeff Easley is that person. So
thanks for doing that research too, Mage.
Yep.
For looking that
up.
Thank
you. Thank you so much, Wandering Mage, $10 super chat. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. Exhibiting disorderly conduct, including, but not limited to, abuse of controlled substances or overt drunkenness. I thought you weren't allowed to comment on someone's drug use.
I know.
What the hell? Who wrote this? Any social media posting reflecting any of the above behavior occurring at Goodman Games. Yeah, they're proud of this because they got their names associated with it. So F you, Joe Goodman.
Bio Kiddo, when he takes down this white paper, you'll see the posters.
Yeah. I'll go back. You guys will get a good view. I'll even switch to the alt camera. You'll see a little bit more. What do you think of that?
Snap, crackle, and pop. That's what I say about that.
So we got incitement of violence. Have you ever been at a convention where somebody was inciting violence? These are imagined. It pisses me off. Deliberate intimidation, stalking or following, harassing photography or recording. What? I thought this was online. Unwelcome sexual attention. Yeah. Because we know Joe Goodman and the Dungeon Con Online attracts all the beauties. Pattern of inappropriate social conduct. These are the rules. You're supposed to like memorize these.
You know, this reminds me like when you sign up for a credit card and you got to read all that shit before you click OK.
yeah. Where everybody just
No one
scrolls to the
really
bottom,
reads it.
clicks the box. Yeah, exactly. But just the fact that this is here.
You know, you signed up to not make fun of me. I did. It's on page 4.
Deliberate outing of any aspect of a person's identity without their consent. And they're talking here, of course, about outing a gay person. It's never been easier to be gay right now. But when would you do that? Why would you think that anybody has ever done that at a game table in public for a bunch of complete strangers? Well, here's my buddy Crazy Mouse. Hey, did you guys know that Crazy Mouse likes to suck dick? I bet you didn't know that. I bet you thought he was a real ladies' man, but no, he takes more balls to the chin than Yogi Berra. Oh my God. Publication. It just goes on and on. Dungeon Con Online prioritizes marginalized people's safety over privileged people's comfort.
Hold on, Double D. That John Osborne tweet right there.
Yeah.
About it's gone now.
Yeah, I see.
But it was like somebody punched somebody. Was that at Gen Con? Was that the one we were at?
Yeah, Jeremy Hamble. Yeah, that was the one we were at.
Yeah.
Remember I told you about that?
Yep.
Yeah. Pixie. Yeah, that was a game designer. The thing about that one,
we weren't at the bar when it happened. We were at the bar right after it happened.
No, we were. No, it was another bar. It was another bar. Yeah, it was another bar. Yeah, but yeah, the outshot of that was that the Gen Con banned Jeremy Hambley, the guy that got punched, and I think maybe for just that year maybe they didn't even like ban the other guy. That's how fucked up the people who run Gen Con are. But we're gonna go there. We're going undercover, guys. We're going undercover for you, so you can see all the shenanigans. Double D is gonna get all the dirt.
Was that at the Ram? Rogan asks.
It was not at the Ram.
No,
it was in another bar. It was a smaller bar because I think he just wanted to meet up with people. I'll tell you what, if I ever had to go, I mean, I might want to go strapped. You never know these days. I think Indiana recognizes Pennsylvania concealed carry.
Jeremy hit his fist with his face.
yeah. Shame on you, Jeremy. Dungeon. All right, so yeah, this is when you start going like, wait, what? Dungeon Con Online prioritizes marginalized people's safety over privileged people's comfort. What does that even mean? Dungeon Con Online reserves the right not to act on complaints of reverse isms, including reverse racism, reverse sexism, and cisphobia. So if there happens to be a person of color there and they says, hey, you MFing cracker, you white MFer, if you said, hey, this guy just called me that, they would be like,
tough crap.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything about it.
What'd you do?
Yeah, that's Goodman Games for you people.
Goddamn games.
Goddamn games. Yes. I'm glad you made that mistake because now that's going to stick with me.
Well, that's all.
Goddamn games.
Every time I was looking at it, I was like, their name is really Goddamn Games? That can't be right.
After this week,
it will be.
117 of you by my count right now. If you guys...
We're in the triple digits.
Yeah. You guys have been killing it
the whole time. I didn't want to interrupt.
Yep.
Because it's not... Our old thing that we used, the one with the song, they used to be able to see how many was on at a time. And now I'm watching it through the app.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Not Double D's app. Could you imagine if you had an app?
Ooh.
Oh, man.
It's coming, maybe. It's coming. If you guys could, just hit the like button. That'll help it. That'll help this get out there and get seen. It's such an easy ask.
Stern could make us an app. Stern,
are
you listening tonight? Yeah, make us an app.
Stern was almost a last minute fill in. He just got out of work though. He teaches, so
he's a teacher.
Oh wait, Chris Miller. I wasted $5K on a table at Gen Con. The staff treated me like crap. They messed up my demo schedule. No guest support, and they nickel and dime you for everything. I will never go again. I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you. It used to be fun for us, and now it's going to be kind of like work a little bit. It'll be fun just because me, Rogan, and Crazy Mouse are definitely going to be there and just hanging out and having fun, probably making fun of people. And like I said, we're going to try to get some inside stuff at some of these summits that they're...
$5,000 on a table to sell this stuff. That stinks.
Yeah, that is... Like I said, guys, all I can say is support folks like Chris Miller, Mad Scribe. Link is in the description if you're looking for a good Christmas gift. I mean, just honestly, Encore is really cool.
And that the games from the books from last week.
Oh yeah, yep, for sure.
Greg Gillespie's book that's coming out. We're gonna have him next week.
Yeah, although Greg's, I think you can't get now. He's just waiting for drive-through to finish their stuff, and then when you can actually start to order it. I will pimp that hard, but Greg was kind enough to give me a advanced copy of his game Dragon Slayer, and it's really good, guys.
And Double D supporting some merch on his breastplate. That you're not being seen.
I should be.
In the corner on the right, you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, Greg was kind enough to send me that. So when it comes out, if you're looking for honestly kind of like a maybe something a little bit more than old school essentials,
boom.
Give it a look. Oh, James Gang. It is James. I was thinking the people. Who do I like the most online? Like I like a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, but I said who do I like? Like who would if I saw would I go out of my way to say, hey, I want to come hang out with you. And there's two people that I've run across on my channel. One of them is Greg Gillespie because we talk offline a little bit, and the other is James. I would love to like sit down and pick his brain, and just have a beer and relax.
Panther,
yeah,
he's up there on my list.
Yep. Well, I'm kind of talking about fellow. I guess personalities like guys
like for inspiration.
Yeah, if there's ever a meetup, like if we could ever have a meetup, I would love to talk to.
I think it'd be awesome if at Gen Con if a whole bunch of us got together. I said that on camera and I've said it off camera.
We'll just have to hope nobody crashes it like the Pinky Ballet guy, like
General Burkhalter. Who was this?
General Burkhalter from Hogan's Heroes.
Yep.
Clink! You idiot! I'll send you to the Russian front. I'm just here to see if the guy who looks like Christopher Lee catches the two D-bags who killed his son. Yeah. Alas, James, I had a lot of stuff set up, ready to go, and then Rogan was not feeling it tonight, so you will have to wait till next week. Maybe we'll do an extended version next week. I will really
catch up.
I will really prep to catch up. So maybe we'll go like a full 45 minutes or hour at the end next week. We'll see if that goes. Thank you so much, though. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Yes, that is our live play. Right now we're using Dragonbane. Who knows? Maybe we'll switch over to Dragon Slayer at some point. They're both really strong games, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can't keep rolling low for forever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's driving me nuts, though.
Yep. So this was just the brutal one here. That it's okay to make fun of white people and humiliate them. We're not going to act on it. That's what they're saying there. We are not going to act on it. Dungeon Con reserves the right not to act on complaints against the reasonable communication of boundaries, such as leave me alone, go away. I'm not discussing that with you. Well, who would tell on someone for saying that? But yeah, of course they have the person's back. If they do, Dungeon Con reserves the right not to act on complaints of someone communicating in a tone you don't find congenial. Shut the fuck up, bitch! Hey, he just yelled at me and said, shut the F up, bitch. Sorry.
What'd you do?
Yep, he's black. Yep, you're white. We're Goodman Games. Enough said. Dungeon Con Online reserves the right not to act on complaints against criticisms of racist, sexist, success, or otherwise oppressive behavior or assumptions. Oh, good Lord. And who's going to make that call?
Rogan says, don't touch my dice.
don't touch my dice. Please don't touch my dice. Inside joke there. Yeah. Boy, they really went all in, didn't they?
Remember in Honeymoon in Vegas when Nicolas Cage is flipping out on Ben Stein when he's buying a ticket?
Yeah.
He's like, get your goddamn ticket, move on. Every time you say Goodman Games, I'm thinking goddamn games, which makes me think of Nicolas Cage and Honeymoon in Vegas.
Goddamn.
Get your goddamn ticket, move on. You're not even flying today.
If you experience disrespectful or harassing behavior by a member of Dungeon Con Online community, notice that someone else is being disrespected or harassed, snitch culture there, or have any other concerns, please immediately contact Jess. Snitch culture. Snitches get...
Well, they get stitches.
Yeah. For sure. But nowadays, that code is long gone.
I'm telling you, this is like a credit card thing.
It is, yeah. I know what you mean. Like you're like, holy shit, who has the time to read all this?
I just wanted this grill at half off.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just signed up for this stupid card.
Yep. Well, I just want to hit next, and I gotta scroll all the way down and hit the little box to do it. I mean, it keeps going. If a participant engages in harassing behavior, the online admin may take any action deemed appropriate by the current DungeonCon admin team, up to and including expulsion from all DungeonCon online spaces. Oh my God, you would expel me? Oh my Lord. Identification of the participant as a... Oh, and identification of the participant as a harasser to other DungeonCon online community members or the general public.
Or the general public.
Holy shit, they're going after you.
Like you got to register.
Yeah. Yeah, they're treating you like like you're on Megan's Law's list. Holy shit. This is so bonkers. I really wish, this is like 2 years old, probably going on 3. I wish people would have just made this a little bit more like I don't want to say like available, because Goodman Games has their name all over this. This is their thing. And if I would have seen this before, I'd have been like, oh, it would have saved me some trouble. I mean, I bought some DCC stuff, even recently. I bought like the, I think Grimtooth.
Rogan says it's my Tourette's, which would actually say that he is allowed to start swearing and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You get in under that exemption. You get grandfathered in, motherfucker.
Our neighbor across the street had Tourette's, and he always used to yell Bob Saget. Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. Whoop. The only Tourette's I've ever seen are people with like twitches and people that go like,
yeah.
You know, it's never like fuck you, or you know, they drop N bombs or anything like that. I've never heard that.
Bob Saget was one, and I think that was the only person that I knew of that had Tourette's. It's common, but I just didn't know anybody that did.
This is just insane. Like you keep seeing new things in this all the time. Like I didn't catch this. Identification of the person as a harasser to the general. They want to harass you because somebody could make a false allegation. And if it's a woman, let's be fair, and she's lying, she will get the benefit of the doubt, and you will be harassed and ruined in the DungeonCon online community. But, you know, maybe even they dog you on Twitter. That's why it's so easy to say, fuck you. Hey, Joe Goodman, fuck you, you little limp-wristed goofball. You fucking 110-pound goof. What a shithead, man. What a fucking shithead that guy is. Boy, I can't believe I actually used to quasi-defend them. Like, you know, they made a few things. They're not so bad. And then you start to see this. It's like seeing orphan bones in somebody's attic, you know, that you thought was like cool. And it's like, oh, but geez, what are these bones for here? You find one little bone. Oh, don't worry about that. That's just like a chicken bone. And then you go upstairs. There's full fucking skeletons up there. Yep. What are you doing up in that attic, Joe? I can't believe this. Any and all complaints received are investigated to the fullest extent possible. Oh, who are you going to get? Inspector Gadget to do that?
Or the guy from Naked Gun, Frank Drebin.
Yeah, Frank Drebin. Yeah, get Frank Drebin on that.
Enrico Palazzo.
Yeah, get Rico Palazzo on that, you goofball. So sick of this.
Patty's leaving.
Hey, Patty. Have a good one, man. Yep. Take care. See you, brother.
Orphan Bones, yeah. Another insider. Investigated to the fullest extent. In the case of a formally lodged complaint, the DungeonCon Online admin team will endeavor to protect the confidentiality of a complaint. Yeah, I know you would. The person who's harassing you is a member of staff, either officially or in ancillary capacity. They will recuse themselves from the handling of your incident. What? It's a fucking online convention. Oh, my Lord.
All right. I'm just speechless. I really am. I'm just reading some of this. Existing XOXO. What is that, kid? Wasn't that used to be Love and Kisses or
Hugs
something?
and Kisses.
Hugs and Kisses. Yeah.
That was OXO was like a kitchen utensil company. Remember those?
Yeah. Maybe it's a form of JoJo. Chocho. The existing Chocho Community Code of Conduct, which itself is based on resources provided by Geek Feminism.
Hugs and Kisses.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah, that's old school. So there you go. Boy, I bet you people had a swell time at this.
After reading all that, do you still want to sign up for our credit card?
I looked at some of the Goodman games on their goddamn games on their channel. They posted some video of these games online. The views are like 50, 30. This is a major game company. I mean, I know they're not like Paizo, but my Lord. With chat, what do you think? The part that got me was that they are going to follow you and harass you.
Yeah.
That to me
is probably a violation of their own rules.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, people wanted to see Double D. They want to see the posters again. Some people that came in late.
Let's go back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go
Can
back.
we get the light?
Let's just 1 second here. There you go. How do you like them apples?
Well, I got her number. How do you like them apples? That's from Good Will Hunting.
Yep. How do you like them apples? Yeah. I have a couple more. I have the some of you might remember the ghost ship, the purple ghost ship. I didn't have room for that one. And there's another Frazetta over there. It's like the big ape guy, with the half naked woman. That's just I'll rotate them in. I'll switch them around every so often. I'm not gonna have them up all the time, but I don't know, maybe special occasions like going over 1,000 every 1,000 maybe. I don't know. We shall see. Yeah. But oops, I keep putting that up. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, there's the Molly Hatchet, Death Dealer. My brother had the ship one that I just referred to that's not up. I have seen this Panther one too.
Which brother? Wesley Walls?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was into all that. All right.
Muppet says that they look like posters you could get at Spencer's. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I got them at a place like Blacklight something or other. If you just go online, they sell it. The thing it came in, it reeked of smoke. Like the posters didn't, but like the box, and I was like, man, this guy's a smoker.
Well, or your driver was a smoker.
That's possible. That's possible. True.
On my deliveries, I get a lot of messages. Please, no smokers. Our bad groceries smell like smoke or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then I reassure them I'm a non-smoker and my vehicle's listed as a non-smoking vehicle.
Yep.
My colleague Scott Garibay would confer with that. All
right. So you guys can see this, I hope. For those of you that don't know, on Pundit's site is the woke RPG company list. Okay, and if you want to pull it up on the side or something, you can certainly go there. The link is in the description. I give full credit. It was a great idea, and it has a lot of value. But to me, I think it could be a little bit more useful. Okay, and I kind of was kicking this around in my mind for a while. I was going to do a straight video on it, and I may still, but you guys are hopefully maybe going to, get a little input here.
In the description, there's one that's called as Peasers. Is that cowards?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It reminds me of the Joker when he says, Schemers.
He's a schemer, yeah. At first I said appeasers, and I said, that's a little too nice. I said, they're actually just kind of cowards, so we'll call them cowards. So I will update this wording. But here we go. Heroes. Okay, these are folks with no real-world lefty politics. This is obviously written from someone from right of center. Look, anybody who would be interested in this list is probably either central, normal, or of right-leaning. No lefty is going to seek out a list like this, so fuck them. I don't give a shit about them. If you're a lefty and want to use this list, you figure out how to do it yourself. Go fuck yourself. But these are ones that have no special hatred. I just use some code words here, like maybe like racial hatred. Nonsense is quickly silenced from problem employees. These are the companies you want to support. The appeasers, the cowards,
schemers.
The schemers. Companies slowly caving in a small way, maybe, to leftists.
Nick Laserbeam made me crack up.
You're lucky Garibay does the dash while you're tied up in his truck.
How long is this next video? About 4 miles.
4 miles, yeah. So the appeasers, the cowards, they're the ones that will do like the safety tools. Stuff is kind of starting to work their way in, maybe to lure a little bit of their games, but maybe not enough to halt buying, or cast aside. But you definitely want to use caution. So basically, you see a line here. So these two, I'm saying
1 and 2.
1 and 2, definitely support 1. 2, you can think about it, but you can still support them, sure. And like I said before, I'm not like a boycott guy. I'm just gonna give you my 2 cents, my guideline. I'm never gonna lead a boycott against these folks publicly or anything. But I will tell you, this is how I see them. Traders, they are buying into specialism, like racism. These traders, they're also buying into large aspects of leftism. They have disdain for their core customers, maybe not hatred, but disdain. And but maybe their products are not wholly contaminated yet.
They're getting there.
And these I would recommend, I don't know, maybe cease buying for a while until they straighten themselves out, which maybe they probably won't. But you can at least tell them how bad they're screwing up.
They might, because traders remind me of like Bud Light.
Yeah.
And then they just fired Dylan Mulvaney, and I don't know if you know who their new spokesperson is. It's Peyton Manning.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Plus they did a deal with UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got.
So there's hope. For traders.
Yeah. So let's say maybe there's we're holding out a tiny bit of hope. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
they could change.
Yep.
Right.
And then of course there's the villains. These are irredeemably spiteful companies. Aggressive leftism, not only in the communications, but also their products. They despise their customer base and aren't afraid to tell people they do. And they would, of course, leftism invades their products as well. Not only I recommend cease and desist from supporting, but recommend you continue to mock them without mercy.
And a recent thing for that would be Gillette.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Whoa. You can't talk to that girl.
Yeah. Whoa, hey, bro.
Not cool.
Anybody got a problem with that? With my homie?
How about where would VengerCon be?
Oh, Venger?
Yeah.
All right, so we got two. We got 2 right away. Let's we got to make a little a little suspense here. We can't just do them. We just can't go here. Well, let's skip around a little bit. All right, so we got Greg. You take a look at those comments. Let me know if anybody's saying something.
Pundit
Of course, yeah. We'll get to some of these.
Well, I'm just telling you that's what everyone's writing down.
Yep. All right, so because Pundit and Basic Expert both on the hero list. Let's get to now all of the. This is where we're going to come to a little bit of disagreement, I bet. Okay, and maybe if we can't figure it out, we'll ask the chat to give us in the chat like a 1, 2, 3, or 4.
We got a Kyle Brink.
Kyle Brink. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go right there.
Chris Miller.
Watsy. Yep. Watsy is gone at this point, right? Kyle Brink let you know what he thought of you. You can't look at their products and not realize that there's just a strain of leftism and modern day identity politics just built in now, and it is not going to stop.
We're getting a lot of piezo.
Yep. So let's do a. I will also tell you where I have disagreement on the RPG site list. So I think these would all be on the green list at the RPG site, and of course WotC would be on the red. So no disagreement there. But let's talk about something that was on the yellow list at the RPG site, and I think they are complete traitors bordering on villains.
Steve Jackson. We're getting some piezo, evil hat.
We'll get there, guys. Steve Jackson Games was yellow on that list, and man, they're a little bit more than just use caution. They have like quit Twitter because they hate Elon Musk. They hired some lunatic woman I did a video on. They are aggressively left leaning. I don't think it's entered their games quite as much as other companies. That's why I'm not putting them in villains yet.
We got a couple here for you, buddy.
Yep. I'm going to get to all these guys.
Watsy.
Yep. What do you guys think of Steve Jackson as a traitor company?
As soon as you wrote it, Chris Miller wrote, "Oh yeah, Steve Jackson."
Yep. Yeah, they are no bueno these days. No bueno.
What's Green Ronin?
Yeah, they are.
We're getting a couple of those.
They're awful. Yep. Let's. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go first to the cowards. There's not many cowards that manage to kind of stay on this side of the line, even though they're kind of like tiptoeing to it. Let's see what you guys think of this.
Someone mentioned that one.
So, why Necrotic Gnome as a coward company, especially when the RPG site list had them in the green? Like, oh, they're just games only. Okay. Diogo Nogueira.
Bless you.
Thank you. He's a writer for Necrotic Gnome. And not just like, oh, he's a contributor. No, his name is on the front of a lot of books. No politics in my games is stating I prefer to remain comfortably silent and not get involved while marginalized people are silenced and treated as crybabies or something like that. After all, as a white cis man, I've never seen nothing bad happening. Okay. This is also Necrotic Gnome. Okay. Last day to grab this huge PDF bundle in support of the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. Comic Book Legal Defense Fund are the ones that were defending those quasi-sexual books in like elementary schools, you know, like the gay couple like having oral sex and all that. That's kind of what the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. Nobody is trying to ban comic books these days, like for anything other than, you know, gross sexual content in like elementary schools. So that's what they're all about. So to me, that was enough. I'm sorry if I don't agree with some of you, but I'm putting them here. Now, do I own Old School Essentials? Yeah. Is it a pretty good updating of basic D&D? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I'll still do it. Will I buy anything? I don't know. If there's something that strikes my fancy, yeah, provided there's no more of that kind of nonsense that would take them over to the next one. So I'm not saying like, you know, burn all your necrotic gnome, but they ain't heroes, baby. They ain't fucking heroes. And no way should they be green on the RPG site list. You know, that Ocule guy did a great job, you know, kind of wrangling, you know, that whole list, but it's not perfect. You know, that's why I say maybe we can do a little version of it. You know, you can, in that way, maybe if you look between the two of them, hey, maybe you got it.
We're
Right.
getting the Red Room has gotten a mention. That's not showing up, Double D.
Yeah, it's
maybe the light.
It's the light.
Okay.
So 2 on the hero list. Troll Lord. The Red Room. Okay, Troll Lord. Troll Lord kind of ruined it for a lot of folks because when they had an employee go rogue, they slapped him down almost immediately and said, we're games only. They also give discounts to veterans. Of course, we play Castles and Crusades. Essentially, if you're looking for probably the best quote unquote big company, and they're not even really big, standing, to me, it's Troll Lord. They just seem like guys who, you know, maybe they don't agree politically or whatever, but they don't let you know. So I'm putting them there.
They keep business.
Yep, exactly. Red Room.
What's that word? The last one.
Mad Scribe. That's our friend Chris Miller. Yep. As I said before, we'll be giving away a
couple magazines. Edition 1 and 2.
Yep. But check out his stuff. He also is the publisher for Pundit. So publishing.
We got one for you from one of our previous guests, Frog God.
Yeah, we never had the Frog God guy, but yeah, that's
someone talked about Frog God on our game.
Oh yeah, somebody might have talked about it. We never had Bill. What's his name? But yeah, Frog God is good. Yep. Okay. Yep, had him on my list. Okay, there's a couple more, but let's hit another category. Let's go to another trader.
Someone who still has some hope. Kind of like Darth Vader.
Yeah. And look, some of these.
Monty Cook.
Yep, Monty Cook. We know he's kind of a leftist kook. We know he's married to I love Shanna. Yeah.
Critical Role's blowing up right now.
Yeah, we're just going to stick to Game Well, I guess they are a publisher now. We'll have to figure out where they go. Maybe we'll do at some point we'll do a poll for where Critical Role belongs. Let's remind me of that when we get to it. Monty Cook I would put here. He's left, but I don't think leftism invades quite everything that he does. So maybe the content is, you know, I never really liked his stuff to begin with, but I don't think he's irredeemable. But I would definitely put him here. I mean, I wouldn't support him for a while. How about a villain?
Paizo.
Shocking, right? Shocking.
Nord Games.
Yep.
Highlanders.
Yeah, so some of these you
I
got,
also saw one there for Warhammer.
Yeah. Guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the big ones first. Okay, I know there's a lot of smaller companies, but for purposes of this stream, I just want to get either people that I know or kind of like the ones that maybe your normie gamer might know. How about a coward? Pinnacle. Green on the RPG site list. Not on mine. Not when you cave to leftists who tell you that you need to get rid of the Civil War story in Deadlands, and you meekly follow suit. I keep hearing how good of a guy Shane Hensley is, and I don't doubt it. Okay? Magnificent Devil says Pinnacle should be traitors. Yeah.
Double D, I have to maybe agree with the criteria that you said. Pinnacle might be in number 3.
The thing is, yeah, it is. It's one of those, and that's why I said this is going to be the thing. Now keep in mind, these guys are green on the RPG site list. They're like, oh, cool, yeah, they're great. And I was like, whoa, I said they're at least yellow. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt because I've heard good things about Shane. That's fine. And I don't see them attacking fans. I don't see them.
Magnificent Devil said they did lecture their fans.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he said they
Tell us
lectured their fans who didn't
like the changes. Okay. Tell you
For
what.
a coward, someone said Fossa. Travis said Fossa.
They're kind of like a shell of their former self. What is
Magnificent Devil said it happened on their message boards. Double D, from the stuff how you laid this out,
you think?
I think Pinnacle needs to be number 3, not number 2. Right now, you're
All right,
telling
guys.
me, the reason I'm saying that, Double D, you're telling me right now, if you were starting up, you had no books, you'd been like, I'll give Pinnacle a shot, when actually you're telling me you wouldn't.
All right, chat, snap poll. Snap poll for Pinnacle over the next minute or two.
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Snap poll. You make the call, as they used to say. Don't give me the word. Just put in the number, 2 or 3. Don't get 1. Don. Pinnacle fan there. Oh, boy, there's a lot of 3s there. Oh, there's a couple. All right, so we got...
I got a 1. I see 2 2s, 3 2s, and Double D. The rest are 3s.
I was going to say, this is like
There's another 2, another 2.
Oh, there's a couple there.
There's 3
oh,
2s,
boy.
in that, 4 2s right in that group.
Boy, there's a strong...
Surly says not enough
Surly's gonna abstain. That's okay. Overkill Joe's too. I still think the 3s have it, but
the 3s
barely.
do have it right now. And we have a 17.
Travis says 3.
Rogan
Rogan,
says
throw
3.
Rogan. F2 Rogan. These are the Savage World folks. I wonder what Stern would say. He runs Savage Worlds at times.
It is game at the YMCA.
All right, I'll close it in about 10 seconds. It definitely seems like 3 is winning, but it's not a runaway. So if there was a run,
Nordic, we're voting for should Pinnacle be in the coward poll column or the traitors column. That's what the 2 or 3 is for.
It's all right. All right, we'll give you.
I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, you're probably looking at those posters in the back.
That's
Can't
right.
keep your eyes straight.
I will give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
3,
5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2.
The 3s have it. Oh, there's a 2 at the last second.
I still think, and by the way, of course, don't vote twice. All right, I'm going to move them, guys. This is you make the call.
Travis is right in the middle.
Yeah, but maybe they could. They're not irredeemable, so maybe like Steve Jackson or Monty Cook, and maybe they have less to do than these other guys.
Anywhere Jessica Price work is a villain.
Did she? She didn't work at Pinnacle, did she?
I don't know. That's what Muppet says.
The other Hensley, BJ Hensley, did. I can't.
Howard, someone gave you. Was it Wassa? What was the
FASA. They were the ones that used to own BattleTech, but they, like I said, they've been all right. So that was an interesting one. Yeah, now keep in mind that without the reason I wanted to do this list is because they're green on the other list. So I knew there was I don't know, there's some wiggle room here. Should we go for another villain?
Bring it. Green Ronin.
Yep. It's easy. I mean,
someone just said it. Rob said it.
There you go. Yep. Jinx, owe me a Coke. Yeah, Tora Pundit. I did talk with Pundit on Twitter. He said, "Yeah, I do have this list." And I said, "Yes, I know." I said it's a good place to start. But he did say he's like, it's not my list. It's that Ocule, so he doesn't get involved with it. So in his defense, I think he's just letting that the person who's caretaking that list do it. But the way I'm saying it is all right, that's just a single guy who's kind of caretaking a list, and he maybe listens to input in that thread. Why can't we do that here? I'm just a guy, and I'm listening to input from you. So far, I don't think anybody's had a problem. We had the one thing we navigated was this.
You're like, who you are right now? You're like Cyrus.
Sound like bringing the people together.
Can you dig it? Can you count suckers?
118. Thank you, Cal. Yep. 118, baby.
I know. That's awesome.
Yep. All right. So, yeah, Green Ronin. I mean, that is a slam dunk. They hate you if you are white. By the way, all white people that work for Green Ronin. Go figure. Go watch my Seattle video for these companies.
Cobalt in the villain.
Cobalt villain. All right. Let's talk about that because originally...
The future is ours, but if you can count...
I did a video on Cobalt, and I was pretty hard on him, and they use a bunch of shit indie contractors. But I was thinking, are they as bad as these folks? Do they go out of their way to attack fans? So guess what? It's time for another snap poll. Cobalt Press. 3 or 4? 3 or 4?
We already had one person who said for villain.
Yep. Well, go ahead. Just type it in there. Don't vote twice, guys. Okay, don't vote twice.
Got a 4, 3.
This one might be closer.
2 straight 4s, 3 straight 4s. There's another 3, another 4. 4, 4, 3, 3.
You keep track of the 3s. I'll keep track of the 4s.
Okay. We got a 2.
Oh, boy. Just went up to 9, 10. Oh, boy. Well, you guys are brutal. I just don't know enough about Cobalt Chris Miller to make an informed decision.
I'm at 8.
Yeah, I'm over that. Yeah, I'm like over like 13, 14 now. Krugus. Boy, you guys do not like these. I would have you guys try to be objective if you can, okay? I know most of you are trying to be. To try to be dispassionate and just be like, hey, if you were telling someone, are these guys bad or are they really bad? Larenjaco says 3.
I'm at 10.
Yeah, I'm way over that. Yeah, I'm way over that. I think I'm over like 15 at 15, I think right now. All right. I'm going to go, unless you can find about 6 more 3 votes. I'm going to close it down 10. 9,
Will
8,
T just said 3, so I got 1 more.
7, 6, 5, 4.
You just gained 1.
Yep. 3, 2. Oh. That's actually MCDM, but still. Rogan wants some. Rogan's out for blood tonight.
That's the flu talk. That's a chicken soup talking. That's the rotisserie chicken soup talking. Don't buy no kobold.
All right, you Seattle goofballs. Welcome to the naughty list. The people have spoken. We give it back to you, the people. All right, fair enough. I'm telling you guys, I'm willing to listen. Now, there's some I may be like, no, you guys are crazy. I'm not doing that. But yeah, some of these, I'm glad you guys are here.
So we're doing a pretty good job identifying who to support and who to avoid. But how about those guys in the middle? That's the thing that we want to educate the people on. The 2s and the 3s.
Let me give you another who I consider coward. Green on the RPG site list. This is the game we play on this stream, Dragon Bane. Yet, I just got the Blade Runner RPG from them. They have a whole section now. Their section on safety tools keeps expanding a little bit. And there's been little bits and pieces of, tiny bits and pieces of like weird stuff entering. Not enough to put them over. This is one I'm not going to budge on. I think I get a certain number of these. I'm keeping Free League in the cowards. I will still buy their stuff. I tend to like them, but I don't like the direction that they're going.
See, from you saying that is even more so why Pinnacle should have gotten moved to the 3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a good call. It's a good call.
That's what we're here for.
So yeah, look, Free League. I'm not saying they make good stuff. You need Free League. You need to back off on all the safety tools and shit like that.
Look at Chris Miller got something.
Look at the traders and ask if they might act better if the market wasn't pushing DEI and the wokies weren't pressing their thumbs on them. I think some of them would lean towards number 2. I agree. Yeah, Pinnacle definitely. Pinnacle is the one that's the shakiest here. It's like on election night, this is like a toss-up state. These are more firmly, Steve Jackson is halfway over to villains. I'm not going to put him there yet, but he's halfway over. Monty's just a straight. Monty's always been like this, but look, he has his fans, so that's fine. All right. How about another trader?
Bring it.
How do you like them apples?
What word is that?
Chaosium.
Chaosium.
Those are the Call of Cthulhu folk.
Oh.
Original Call of Cthulhu folk. Do you agree, people?
Will wants to know, are cowards and traitors redeemable?
Yes. Yes,
are
they're both redeemable. Cowards are not. I wouldn't even say, cowards have crossed that line yet. It's just they're heading there, and they're going to be there quick if they don't watch it.
Could a coward become a hero?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I think there's a redemption arc, pretty much for everybody, but WotC, Paizo, and Green Ronin. Even Kobold, even though they're a villain now, I'd give them. Look, if something magical happened, who knows? So yeah, they could make the trip all the way back.
Nick says a villain can become a hero.
Live long enough,
yeah,
you'll become the villain.
Yeah,
maybe one of these folks.
Watch out, Doctor.
All right, let's get another hero.
Mouse guard.
That's Autark. That's our friend Alex McCrease, Adventure Conqueror King System 2. Slam dunk. Great guy, smart guy. Obviously has paid his dues. And I have no reservations putting him in the hero list. Support Axe 2. Support all these folks. Slam dunk.
Rogan's got something for us.
In a couple of the pseudo adventures I was running for Tales from the Loop, there was some instances, and there were, and they added some woke situations, which I did not add. He's talking about, Rogan runs a Tales from the Loop game. Yeah, they are headed down a wrong path.
What game? What company is
that's Free League. That's Free League. Yeah, they make good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but they're your 17-year-old kid that you continue finding marijuana, like paraphernalia. Maybe you haven't caught him like red-handed yet, but you're like, dude, I see your one hitter. I see your bong.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just my friends, man. I'm just holding it for, I'm just holding it for my friend Steve.
Are coming down on him, so I got I have it tonight.
It's like, dude, you stop. You're heading down the wrong path.
Scared straight.
Here's one I want, because I have my I don't have a firm. I think it's somewhere in here, but it's MCDM, Matt Colville. I'm going to open it up for you guys, chat. I'm not going to accept that he's a hero. Matt Colville's not that.
You got a 3 right off the bat.
Yeah. I'm not convinced personally I don't like him.
Got a 4 right off the bat.
Yeah,
another 4 right off the bat. Another 4, another 4. A 3 or a 4, a 4.
4. Wow, looks like the 4s are winning.
4s are winning right now, but there's 2 3s and 1 maybe 3. There's another 3.
About equal now. Let's call it equal so far. I haven't done a video on Matt Colville, but I have one in the back burner in the bullpen, because he said some pretty bad things about our country.
3s are winning.
But, I try not to. Yeah, it looks like it's 3.
Said bad stuff about America?
Yeah.
Like flag upside down America type stuff?
More or less, yeah. But, guy's kind of talented. I mean, when he sticks to game stuff, he's fine. When he starts talking about Donald Trump, Jesus, guy's a lunatic. And yeah, some pretty anti-American stuff too. All right, guys, give you 10 seconds. It's a 3 right now. Yeah, there's another 3.
3s.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
There's
1. Yeah, there's the clincher.
Yeah.
That's probably where I would have put him to.
Is MCDM in Seattle? Tora is asking.
Are they, guys? I'm not sure. Where's Matt Colville at? I want to say he might be. Oh, LA. That's right. Yeah, he's in LA. Yep. I mean, that's not much better as far as that stuff goes.
He's a Kardashian.
Yeah.
Calabasas.
Yep. So yeah, I think we got that one right.
He's a Holly weirdo.
Holly weirdo. All right. Let's try another hero.
Sinister? Nope. The red line. Is that on the screen? No, it's only on our screen.
Yeah, it's just part of the OBS deal. That's Cine Nomine. That's Kevin Crawford, Scarlet Hero, Stars Without Numbers. I've not ever heard anything bad about Kevin Crawford or his stuff. I know T-Shirted Historian's a huge wonk for his stuff. And they're green on the other site. I downloaded Stars Without Numbers, but honestly, I have not gone through it. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here and put him here.
People are agreeing with you.
Yep. Good. All right. We got some hard ones here, guys. What do you think of this?
Cal said, I'm in California.
He is. Yeah. Catalyst, the ones who ran Blaine Pardo out of town. Are they a 3 or a 4? Now they are woke. I don't know how much it is seeping into their stuff though. So I'm willing to
Catalyst gave him a push out of love. Look at the good things that came.
I was going to say, it might have been
a good thing.
Might have been a good thing for Blaine. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's open it up.
Well, Double D, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s and 1 3.
Yeah. All right. So you guys were
2 3s. Someone wrote it instead of a number. So that's 2 3s, 3 3s.
Oh, getting a little
4 3s.
Hard
four.
4. Yep.
Hard 4, pair of 2s. If you're shooting craps.
Yep. 4. Oh, they injected LGBT, the alphabet stuff into the setting.
3
See, that would
in
my thing that would, but I'm
4
also getting
3s.
3s. They're cowards and traitors, but not evil. That's kind of how I feel. I think 3s are actually.
3s
are 3s are ascendant. Yeah, here.
3s have
it. I have no love for them, and I'm not going to buy anything from them personally. But I think we can be a little generous here. What you have to ask yourself, guys, is. This is like how baseball, when they made the Hall of Fame, there was like the 5 initial people, and it was like Ty Cobb, like Babe Ruth, those folks, like the slam dunks. This is the original 5 villains. And I saved, the worst for last, because Evil Hat is probably the most despicable company, bar none. You do have to ask yourself, do they really belong in the same category as these folks? I understand there's hate. I understand what they did to Blaine. I will not support them.
You got to vote for a 5.
Yeah, I was going to say, they should be their own separate. Yeah. So that's why I think the 3s had it anyway. So we'll keep Catalyst here as a traitor. We'll give him a path to redemption. And we will keep the villains for the true villains like Evil Hat and Green Ronin. 2 just very despicable. Green Ronin, remember, Chris Pramus was proud of Antifa. Like, that's not an allegation. Like, he owned it. Like, I am definitely Antifa. So, you kind of have to keep that in mind. Are they as bad as this? And I think we have a good list here, because I don't think any of these folks are quite as bad as these folks. So these are the ones I would say mock them. Don't support them. Don't buy anything of them if you can help it. You don't have to stop play if you're enjoying something that they made before they went completely bonkers. That's fine. But I would just say, please don't support these folks any more than you have to. And these guys, I would certainly say put a halt on them and say, maybe tell them why. Guys, I'm not supporting you anymore because you're acting like assholes. And they're probably just going to say fuck you, and it's like, all right, fine. Well, I'll never support you again. Time for another hero. I need a hero.
Bring it. Who you got?
I'm holding out for a hero. You don't like my singing?
I like it. I was letting you go. This wasn't the Apollo. I didn't give you the hook.
The gong show. We'll give you a gong sound effect. Of course, Palladium. Palladium is they are one. They are firmly one. In fact, I've ned played any of their games, but I ordered the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that they're re-released. I'd always heard weird things about Palladium, but it's like the more you know about them, they seem like really, really nice, chill guys. So, absolutely, a lot of Rifts fans. Max Liao is a huge pimp for Rifts and Palladium. So, I'm actually kind of eager to see that TMNT system, and who knows, maybe we can do a one-shot with it at our table. Yeah, Kevin Sembieta. Yep, seems like a really good guy. I'm really enjoying those interviews Max has had with him. So I'm glad Max is the Palladium guy, which is really cool. So,
how about goddamn games?
Yeah, I was gonna say we got a reckoning, guys. We have a reckoning. What do we do with Goodman Games? Now, keep in mind, a lot of like Greg Gillespie hates DCC, but to show you like the how far apart folks are, like Pundit, I think actually plays DCC in his system. Like his house game is DCC. DCC I kind of like. I like going through that book and just looking at it. It is heartbreaking to see the shit that we just saw for that Dungeon Con online.
You got like 5 threes in a row.
Yeah, you know, guys, that's where I had him penciled in. I had him at the top of the 3 list.
Batting third.
Yep.
Goddamn games.
Because DCC is kind of well thought of, maybe we give him a path to redemption.
Double D. I know that there's a 4 every once in a while. It's 3s.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, DCC was a 1 5 years ago, and now they're a solid 3. Yeah, Chris, I sort of agree. Yeah, I supported, I got their creature book for DCC, and then I ordered Grimtooth. You know, like I said, I just kind of wasn't following along, and then all this broke, and I'm like, oh, fuck, well, I'm not going to cancel the order. I'm going to let them come in, and that'll be my last DCC purchase until Joe Goodman says, you know what, all you people who are doing this, you can go fuck yourself. Probably never going to happen, but
I think they're at number 3. Goddamn games.
Yep, I agree. We are of a like mind. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the. There's a couple more. Actually, I think I see.
Rational Ginger says there'll be a 4 in a year.
You think the way they're going, yeah. I mean, they just need to put a tranny on the cover of the next DCC. What about these guys? What about? I'll tell you what. I'll type it in the chat. Give you guys a little. Modiphius. They had the Conan game.
Ryan David just popped in to congratulate you on your 3 million.
Thank you, Ryan. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yep. Thank you very, very, very much. I can't wait to see you guys. You'll be in action, I think, in another week or two
for that
on Inappropriate Characters. Yeah. So make sure you guys tune in, subscribe to that channel, and subscribe to Nerdcognito channel too.
But then after that, swing on over for the after party. Yep. Yes,
that's right. Maybe. The after party is never guaranteed. It's always a fiat. It also depends on if me and Pew Pew are going to do something like before that. I don't like overexposure. You know that. Remember when Don Draper told what was the gay guy, Sal?
Yep.
He's like, be careful of your exposure.
Yep.
Remember?
Then he went and made that phone call from the park and never was on the show again.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm always worried about my overexposure. That's why I stick to basically one stream. Occasionally, you know, we'll do a couple if events call for it. But yeah, I may do an after party. But I also wanted to keep up with the movie thing with Pew Pew. All right, Modiphius was a 2, now a 3. 4, 3, 4, 3. Wow, these guys. Oh, Adino, he likes Modiphius. 2, 3, 3. I think the 3s have it a little bit.
I think so as well.
Voting on Modiphius, Vampire, right? They have Vampire now. They had Conan.
I heard things.
Yeah, I know.
Chris Miller.
I know Crafty Matt was a huge fan, I believe.
I'll tell you who's
Conan.
not a huge fan. Erad.
Oh boy, yeah. He's ouch, Erad.
Oh, Nevanda Mirage.
We'll count those 4s as 3s. Oh no, actually, yeah, no. Well, all right. I was going to say because I didn't have them earmarked to either of these ones. You
got 2 4s for him.
Yeah, boy.
Nevada Mirage and Erad.
I would say you guys that are voting for, Evil Hat has made Thirsty Sword lesbians. Evil Hat has said, if you don't if you don't agree with our politics, we don't want your money. Get the F out. I know Modiphius is bad. I understand.
Is he Hitler bad?
Yeah, I'm just saying. 126. Thank you, Cal. Yeah, for sure. Wow. Hit that like button if you can, boys and girls. If you can, just try to think. Is Modiphius as bad as Evil Hat? Are they irredeemably bad? Essentially, these guys are almost irredeemably bad. I mean, I know I said a couple of them might, but for all intents and purposes, these are the irredeemable ones.
They're just Mussolini bad.
Yeah,
that's what Chris Miller said.
They're just Mussolini bad. Yeah, they're Tojo bad. They're Mussolini bad. They're not the other guy bad. That's kind of what I think. Boy, Put me in section 1, Planet Pulp. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jeff Hatch. There you go. Jeff, just for you, buddy.
Planet Pulp. Jeff, how you doing tonight, buddy? Hope things are going well.
Check out Planet Pulp, our friend Jeff, and his good stuff. Definitely in the one. Paradox is the owner of Vampire Related Properties, I think. Okay. Did I get that wrong? World of Twilight. I can't remember. I know Modifius had...
Renegade has Vampire.
Oh, okay. Modifius had Conan, and they have Star Trek. I have a couple of Star Trek, but they're Star Trek books, and I've just bought a couple of source books for Conan when they lost the license, and it was like the last days.
Meat says Modifius is British, so there is like a 2, which is kind of like the metric system type stuff.
It's weird. We saw that same one. How you doing, Meat? Byproducts. He's not. That's not the meat, but he's the lighter meat. He's the meat that's better for you.
Poultry sausage.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Oh, the Captain's Logbook has diversity, equity, inclusion. Yeah, that's right. Modifius 3. Yeah, guys, I think it's I've seen some of each. I think I'm going to put Modifius in 3.
You got to move that tablet because people can't see underneath goddamn game.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That'll work.
Oh, yeah. Forgive me if you wanted them as a 4, but let's put them in 3. They're still in the naughty list.
I know, Panther, we're kicking it tonight. That's for sure. And Panther, behind Double D's hat is a poster of a panther. There you go. Boom. How you like me now?
Wow. We need a panther sound effect.
Wow. If I had a soundboard, Double D, oh my gosh.
Maybe Santa will give you one.
Oh my goodness gracious. Or a lump of coal. I told the kids, I was like, guys, I truly don't need anything. Anything that you're going to get me for Christmas, just get a gift card, give it to Mom. She keeps the train running on time at that house.
That is awfully nice.
Torah.
Now in the inner circle. Yes.
$5 for a new soundboard.
Yeah. Paradox owns the license that were owned by White. Okay. They just don't make the TTRPGs in-house, hence Onyx Path, etc. Making books for them. Okay. So what do we think of Paradox Onyx Path then?
Panther says it's a naked picture of him as well.
That's right.
That's Rare. Panther's OnlyFans right there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Thank you, by the way, Tora. $5 super chat.
Frog God Erad is in the hero. It's over there on the left.
Yep. Frog God, yep. Yeah, I'll try to
instead of OnlyFans, it's only per. Charlotte. What?
You're late.
Blocking you.
That is discrimination. Sue, my queen, sue. Good to see you, though. Thanks for stopping in. Yes, we always love to see our queen. What do you guys think? Is there anybody made? Now, look, don't start to get into the weeds, because maybe we can do another night where we get like small publishers, or thinking maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll even try to squeeze this into a video.
How about
just to get it more? Onyx Path is super woke. Yeah, I have their.
What's Critical Role?
Oh, Critical Role. That's right. Yeah. Well, that's Darrington, essentially Darrington Press, I think.
And what was that other one? FASA.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do Critical Role first. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the chat here. All right, guys. Critical Role Darrington, give me a number. I mean, we know they're not one, right? They hate Republicans.
We got a 4. 3. 4.
This could be close. Yeah, we may have to actually count. We got to count this one. Ooh, a 2.
Another 2.
At the end, we'll count the 2s as 3s. Because we know they're not going to end up as a 2. I think it's going to be a 3 or a 4. Ooh, look at those, man. A lot of 3s. I think the 3s have it right now.
They do, because when you add the 2s as 3s.
Yep. I don't like them personally, but I can see why they'd be 3. Again, you always have
4s just rolled in. That's Double D. That's 5 4s in the last 6 vote. It's pretty tight.
Trying to see where it starts.
You were really close.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right. So we have. Let's count this out. Do you want to keep track, or do you want
of what? I'll keep track of 4s.
Yeah.
You do 2s and 3s.
All right. Do it silently, or it'll screw me up.
We'll leave him out.
Mm-hmm. I got 14 2s or 3s.
18.
18.
Yep.
Okay, so we're at a deficit of 4.
And you kept the 2s for you?
Yep. I counted the 2s as 3s together. So it's either going to be a 3 or a 4. It looks like 4 is going to win.
4s are winning.
You guys sure you want Critical Role? Anybody want to amend their vote? Are they as bad as Evil Hat? To me, that's always like they're the benchmark. Mercer isn't gone. All right, so Chris Miller eats into that a little bit now. Yep. Magnificent Devil says nope.
No.
All right, but I need a couple of 3s here. Cal says 3. All right,
so there is the one that was on the fence.
All right, so we're tied.
Tora, Rogan.
Put them in a 3. Okay, so now we're over.
Travis gives a 4.
All right. All right, Joel is still sticking. I think it's very, very close.
I gained 2. So that put me at 20, but I think you gained more.
I gained more, yeah. I think I gained like 6 or 7 from that last. Change it. It's all right, Don. I had the 2s and 3s are together. Yours was going to be a 3 anyway.
It's still really close, but 3's at the end.
Should we flip a coin?
No.
3.5. Mark Dickey says 3.5.
4s are irredeemable.
Yeah. Maybe this is one where yeah, we have a 2 a.m. vote.
What's the hanging chat?
Yeah, the hanging. Yeah. Oh wait, we're gonna paper up the windows and boom. Yikes! You got that?
Yeah, it popped right out.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, I put it in and tightened it.
Yeah, that was a good one, Chris. The Democratic vote machine. I tell you what, I'll make the call. I'm going to make the call. I'm going to put him in 3 for now. I understand they're bad. Look, I understand how bad they are. I just don't think they're Evil Hat bad, do you? I think it was close enough. It was a toss-up, so if that's the case, your humble narrator, will make the call. Should we do Onyx Path? I don't know how many people know that. I'll put them in here. I have that superhero game of theirs, Aberrant, and I have never read it. But I'm atoned for that sin by ordering, I think it's Ascendant, which is Autark, Alex McCrease's. Surly, they're low-key evil. 4.
That's 3 4s.
All right.
And then some people say they don't know.
Yeah, we won't add conventions right now. Let's see. We want to get like the cream of the crop here.
Boy, that's 4 4s.
Yeah, I think Onyx is. I think I know where Onyx is going. Yeah, I've heard some pretty bad things about them, that they're low key. They're just smaller, so they Charlotte says she remembers when White Wolf was good, so in her heart she says 3. Meat Byproduct says 3. 4 though. You guys are getting outvoted. People do not like Onyx Path. They're as bad as Evil Eye. Okay, Tora, that clinches it. If they're bad enough for Tora, they're bad enough for me. What I'll have to do is kind of like curate this list and make it accessible. Maybe I'll keep it as like a Google Drive link or something for folks, and I'll just steer people to it. Because I think we've done good work here, guys.
We can always revisit this.
Oh, yeah. Look, if things change, look, some of these companies are teetering. Steve Jackson is teetering over here. Pinnacle might be teetering between, on the good side. Who knows? Some of these others, like Critical Role, that was close. I mean, if they make another stupid statement, maybe we'll bump them into the villain category. All right, so just so you guys know, heroes support any or all, if you can. Cowards, we only got 2 because they're a tough call. Because they're headed the wrong direction, but I still say you can support these guys, if you want to, for sure. It's where we get to here, these last 2.
Traders, do some research.
Yep. Yeah,
know where your money's going.
I would not offhand buy anything, and I would at least, like Crazy Mouse says, do some research. Is it really something you want or need? That's fine. If that's obviously this is all your call. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm giving the folks some guidance. These guys, though, I would say, it better be really good, or, I don't know, maybe you just have to atone. I tell you what, if you buy something from these guys, make sure you also buy from over here. It'll be like Double D's papal dispensation. How does that sound?
It's like in The Sopranos when Paulie Gutierrez, he gave money to the altar boys, but he also was a thief.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So if you guys are in this nebulous category here and you got to, that's fine. But if you have the money, maybe treat it like a Chinese restaurant and choose one from column, A and B here too. All right. Do you want to do a little light EFAPing?
We can, but don't forget we have a giveaway.
Oh yeah. Holy shit, 130. Okay.
This is a great time to do it.
Let's do the giveaway. Yeah,
we have a giveaway, guys. It's magazines, and they're edition 1 and 2. Mad Scribe.
Yep. 1 and 2. I will send this to you. All right, so first I have to activate Nightbot.
I got to turn off the cookies though.
Good Lord. God help me for what I'm about to do.
Goddamn games.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeff Hatch says if he wins, he'll split it because he has number 1.
Oh, okay. There you go. You'll double my my cost. No, that's right. He will. What? Hold on 1 second here. 1 second. I just need to make sure Nightbot. Okay, Nightbot is a moderator. Nightbot should be moderating, but it should not be as invasive as it was before. Like I got rid of all that stuff. So all right. Let me hold on 1 second. Let me activate the. All right, can you guys see the? All right, so we will always give channel member. We'll give channel members, of course, a little extra luck. I'll tell you what, we'll go. Good Lord, we almost had Cal. We almost had Cal not available.
Well, we want him.
All right, so regulars are 2 times and channel members are 3 times. So I think we should be good here. Okay. 127 strong. This is for issues 1 and 2 of Mad Scribe, the great Chris Miller. You give me the countdown there.
So how does somebody get into this drawing? Do they have to post something in the last couple of minutes?
Nope. I think I tell you what. I'll give you guys just, if you really want to be eligible, because I think they active timeout. Users active within the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, so you had to have posted something in the last 5
No,
minutes.
15. Let's say 15. So
Okay.
if you haven't posted anything in the last 15 minutes, I'll give you a few minutes. Crazy Mouse and I will we'll just chit chat.
Yeah, and the reason I caught that was my name wasn't listed, and I've posted something.
Oh yeah.
But it is now.
Okay.
Yep. Panther. Yeah, everyone gets something in there.
Jeff Hatch, Double D is the greatest. Thank you, Jeff. Did you and Cal get to party down at Santa Cruz or Santa Clara, wherever your the convention was?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
Something.
His Nightbot a 3 or 4 vote now, says Cal.
He's on the fence.
He's on the. Yep. Yeah. Anybody who wants, if you haven't posted in the last 15 and you want,
We have 57
issues
people
1 and 2.
eligible.
Yep. I will send this
58.
Across the world if I have to. That is what Double D will do.
Deliver
for you.
it.
Now, it doesn't mean Double D's not kind of hoping for a continental U.S. break on a winner, but hey, we love everybody.
We love our out-of-towners.
Yeah. And listen, if you are international, you must give me your address. I will put it in the chat after the person who wins. My email, my business email. You must give me your address if you're in one of these foreign countries. I don't speak vampire. If you're in one of these foreign countries, your address has to be exactly how it appears on a package. So like, don't put like your name and then this, and don't give me 16 different lines in a row. Give it to me how I would have to write it on a package. If
We'll worry about that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, Road March says, I'm in Georgia, pick me. That is up to Nightbot. You must make friends with the evil AI. Who is
61 people in this contest.
61 so far? Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. That's probably good. I think everybody who's on it, some folks just maybe aren't interested or they're just listeners.
Be kind, rewind.
Be kind, rewind. Yep, here we go. Okay. Shall we do it?
Remember last time we thought it'd be a big countdown to just pick somebody right away?
Yeah. So, all right.
pick Larry and Jekko right away.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
There you go.
Blaine Crichton. Blaine, if you could go ahead and you could just signal your assent that you want this, that you're good with it. Oh, holy moly. Holy moly. I'm going to, by that good old-fashioned enthusiasm, I am going to say you feel like a lucky winner.
Yeah.
So Blaine Crichton.
Congratulations.
Blaine, where are you from? We're hoping for continental U.S. Let me put my email address here, Blaine, so get ready to note this.
New Zealand.
No, is it really? No. He's on placement in Antarctica.
Blaine typed in that he's in New Zealand.
Is he really?
That's what he said.
He said "ha after, so I don't know if he's ribbing us or not, but that's okay. I will send it down to New Zealand. Of course. Thank you so much.
Good day,
Blaine.
mate. That's right.
Yeah. Throw another shrimp on the bobby.
He said that he really is in New Zealand.
No, it is not too far, Blaine. We were just joking.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we were just like I said, Blaine, if you could, just send me your address as it would appear on a package in that email, just so I can just copy it, write it, don't goof it up, because I don't want to have to like resend it, because then it gets costly.
He'll get you. Blaine will get you.
Thank you, Blaine, so much.
Yep.
And congratulations.
I think that's awesome.
The big winner in the 3,000 giveaway. So I
think that's awesome.
I will try to get I'll try to get that out. If you get me your address soon, I'll try to get it out before the end of the week, or at least I'll go up this weekend.
I'll say this. Someone thought that it would take a really long time to get a package, and it came sooner than they thought.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. No problem. Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in on the other side of the world. Isn't it? Me and Crazy Mouse always like, man, there's people
we're blown away
on the other side of the world.
They want to hear what we got to say.
Want to hear what we have to say. All right. So we'll do a little. We're gonna do a little EFAP to close it out with no Otto and Roland, because there's no Roland tonight. He will be back next week, whether it's
by hook or by crook.
By hook or by crook. And I will, like I said, I'm going to try to coordinate that list and maybe have it available. I'll try to work on that this weekend too. I might even make a video out of it. Maybe see if I can monetize it, get it exposed, because this gets some exposure. But as you guys saw with the Goodman Games thing, videos get pushed out a lot differently than live streams. Plus obviously people are, some people are just like, I'm out if it's a 3-hour live stream. So hard to blame them. You guys are the hardcores here. I don't know. I was just going through and I figured, like, what way I think our channel, our live streams took off, Crazy Mouse, when we started to look at a certain person.
Bring it.
And, as the great Woody Allen said, the heart wants what the heart wants, right?
That is correct.
Of course, he said it about his own stepdaughter, but the same sort of applies here. And guys, I know how bad she is, but my heart wants Shanna. So this is The Raven Wants What You Have. I don't know. I think this is like a live play.
Okay.
Let's. It's been so long since we had a dose of Shanna, and as I said, I just wanted a little bit. Is that so wrong?
Leno.
We can turn off the spotlight here. All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Everybody.
We are live here. We have most of the players of the Raven Wants What You Have.
Monty does not look good. I will say this is, I think, a couple years ago, but even then, he does not look good, does he?
Is Shannon in the next room?
I wonder. Maybe they have the same audio echo issues.
Rosanna Shanadana.
Rosanna Shanadana. Yeah. Boy, she would play me like a fiddle. If I wasn't married, she would play me. Monty
Ask
Cook
Mrs. D for a hall pass.
For sure. Hey, dear, there's a neurodivergent crazy woman that I've taken a fancy to.
She wants to chop you in half with a refrigerator.
Yep.
Welcome. We are live here. We have
Darcy's
most of the players.
Are we?
I don't think that's us.
Is that them? Yeah, I have desktop audio muted, I think.
Wow. The Raven Wants What You Have. Welcome. We have Sean and Sean Reynolds, most Cordell, and I am your game master, Monty Cook. And we're.
I guess it was them.
It was them.
Jeez.
We're here tonight to kind of chat, sort of give you the behind the scenes look on the last couple of episodes, which comprise episode 4 and plus the side scenes that we just saw that we were all just laughing about behind the scenes as Sevian accosted some poor woman and tried to drag her into his time loop. but luckily it worked out
Sean
okay.
looks like an old time either newspaper boy or chimney sweep.
That's Sean. That's Sean K. Reynolds.
Well,
I
that's what he
believe.
looks like.
He was the one. Remember when we EFAP the original, and they were like, he was like the one off camera, and they're like, Sean, you ready to join us? That's him.
Well, he looks like he was just sweeping a chimney or selling a, hot off the presses.
Extra, read all about it. Yeah, chimney sweep.
Joe DiMaggio hits 2 home runs today.
All right, so if you guys want to know what a vampire does, look at the top left and look at the bottom. Look at the bottom left, or a succubus. And you know what? I bet you Monty would go, it was totally worth it. Would he not?
His chin right there looks like Jay Leno on that pause.
Hey guys, yeah, you get a great show. We went to go see Jay Leno. It was earlier this year in March. I actually kind of like Jay Leno.
You went to the casino.
Yeah, went to the
Not
casino.
ours, but
yeah, a casino in New York. He did lead with a very good joke because he knew his audience, because it was mostly let's just say it's Jay Leno, so it trended a little older. And he's like, "So, did you guys hear the bad news about Tom Selleck?" Everybody's a hush went over the audience. Was like, oh. He's like, "Yeah, turned down for a reverse mortgage." I could not stop chuckling. Ask Mrs. D. I think on the way home, while I was white knuckling it in a snowstorm, I was still chuckling about that one. Yeah, Monty. Oof, Monty. He do not look good.
So what'd you guys think of this this session?
He kind of looks there, like when he turned his head, like if you saw the original Planet of the Apes, like Charlton Heston landed with 2 other astronauts, and one of them like made it all the way into ape camp with him, but they lobotomized him. They like shaved the side of his head, and at first, Charlton Heston's like, "Yes, there he is," and then he looks normal, and then he turns his head, and his head looked just kind of like Monty's. There was like a big scar there,
like Harvey Two-Face.
yeah. He's like, you took his brain.
Where's Harvey Dent?
Yeah.
Overall, it was kind of started out with a lot of research and talking to people, and ended with a great big bloody fight.
That's why I like you, Cal.
I mean, the fight was very brutal, says the person who got beaten pretty badly by it.
It's kind of surprised
Shanna.
Seru jumped in there and was like, "I'll fight. I'm made of glass."
Was Savin thinking about volunteering for a fight? You kind of knew that you had to have somebody fight, right? I mean, that was the deal. That's how Bode's deal was going to work, and you knew that ahead of time, really, right?
That's how you got your name, Bleecker.
I feel like Sevi thought he was going to fight until he got a leather jacket that didn't actually help.
Maybe. Well, I'm glad Seru stepped in.
Well, I know we don't catch the world on fire with Otto and Roland, but would you say it's any worse than this so far?
Not yet.
I mean, every time I try to at least say like, "Hey guys, this is what's happening. We're going to catch you up, boom, 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 pretty soon I'll even make maybe like a scrawl." And then it's like, keep the action going. And it's
Rogan, have a good night. Feel better, buddy.
Yep. See you, Rogan. Take care. Yeah, these guys aren't hitting it out of the park, but
so now if we're going to go deep behind the scenes, what Bruce was thinking, I happen to know, was that in the very early versions of Invisible Sun, you could just buy a leather jacket and it would give you +1 armor, and that doesn't work quite that way anymore. And I think it was actually, you could sort of see it. I mean, I knew, right? Because as I'm watching in that episode, I could kind of see that moment of realization happen on camera. Oh, I don't actually get +1 armor for this. It's just a cool looking leather jacket.
I will probably die.
These guys, good Lord. So to me, Crazy Mouse.
What's Shanna's last name?
Germain. Germain. Like, to me, this sort of shows, like, these are all leftists here. To varying degrees, I'm sure, but they're all lefties. To me, this shows the inherent, almost narcissism of leftism. It's like they almost think like... You think she hit the wall? Yeah, she hit the wall. It's all right. I can still... A man can dream, can he? We'll get her some surgery. She'll be tip top. Well, she's getting up there. But just to like structure your show kind of like this, just to be like, people will be entertained. Like when we do Otto and Roland, I'm always cognizant of let's get this in so the people watching and listening.
That's not the one that there's like that's a good one.
Yeah, but you don't know how old these are.
Correct.
That's her?
That's what it says.
Yikes. I don't know how these guys can do this kind of thing. I don't know.
Cool. Well, Incalia wasn't thinking about jumping into the ring, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, probably not. Unless, there was a point where she, people were doing things to her friend that she might have stepped in, but it looked like Saru was holding his own. But yeah, no, she wouldn't have jumped into that, I don't think. Not without good reason.
Yeah. Yeah. The Cicatrix, Darcy's not here, but the Cicatrix is she's kind of a fighter. I can see her getting involved, right? I mean, she's pretty tough. But it didn't surprise me, I will say, knowing that this was coming, that it was going to end up being Saru who was fighting.
This is riveting stuff, Monty. Riveting stuff. I got Crazy Mouse chat just looking for pictures of shit.
Well, she wrote a sex book, and
she did, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
a whip smart invitation to the best sex of your life.
Yeah, she's into the BDSM.
Yeah, her book's as kinky as you want to be. Wait, and she wrote another one called "Hurt So Good." These are some excellent Christmas gifts for you. And it's kind of like when you buy your girlfriend or wife lingerie. It's really a gift for you. Another one called Bound by Lust.
Bound by Lust? Okay. I think it's time maybe we should put Shanna on the hero list.
Heavens to Betsy.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
And I think part of that is because Saru, when I was first conceiving of him as a character, I was going to have him be a maker.
Bleeker wants to move Monty back to 2.
That crafting aspect of what he's doing. But when we were discussing the early parts of our character, Shauna really wanted to play a maker. So I said,
is it Shauna or Shanna? I'd call her Shanna. Shanna Banana.
Cool. You be a maker. I want to try a weaver.
No wonder Monty looks so
build
trained.
A similar concept with the weaver. So instead of crafting a bunch of armor
I'm putting
and weapons
Shanna in the hero list.
I've got this organic weaver magic, but I still wanted to keep the, I want to be really good at fighting aspect, but I hadn't actually bought any
He's
skills
lucky, but he's paying for it.
Do that yet.
That man
so
has aged 100 years.
On being able to spend Ben and sortilege, and I got almost completely.
There was like an old Star Trek episode where the people aged like prematurely, and the Enterprise, like Kirk and the crew beamed down. There was like this old guy who was like 80 years old, and he's like, "My name is Joe Waters. I'm 35 years old." And it was like, oh my God, obviously it was like some disease.
You look like an old catcher's mitt.
But like that's how I think Monty. I think Monty. You always remember him like from back in the day. I don't know. Maybe he's just like too skinny now. He needs to fatten up.
He needs to eat something.
Yeah, manja, Monty. Shauna, cook him dinner. Cook him dinner.
It's funny to me that in all of the MCG in-house games and play tests and everything that we've done with Invisible Sun, we started out with a long-term game that didn't have any makers, and then I don't know if it's because of that or just the way it worked, but now it seems like everyone, like in the other games we're playing now and whatnot, everyone's a maker. So
they thought that this was good enough to put out to YouTube. It's just them, and I understand, but it's supposed to be a live play, and it's like, oh, it's Monty Cook, as your DM. Wouldn't you put a little more effort into this? Am I going crazy here, guys? Anyone?
Bueller.
I don't understand why you wouldn't. Well, I know why, because these people are all a little, like I said, full of themselves. So they think like, oh, just us being able to do this and to bullshit. It's just enough to hear us bullshit. But I understand. I don't want it to be like Critical Role and scripted, but how about a little bit more energy here, a little more action?
In my Thursday game of Invisible Sun with MCG, we have 5 players and 3 of them are makers.
Holy cow, I didn't realize that. I was thinking too about Weavers, because you guys have so much just so much versatility. Like Weavers, I feel
agree.
like this is also true in the other game
Even
that we
ours
play.
at times.
You get to make these giant sort of statements at crucial moments, and they become this they become this hinge upon which a story turns really dramatically, because it's like suddenly, oh, I'm going to do this thing that no one knows that I can do and that I didn't know I could do. And then you pull it off and it's just this amazing transformation. I felt like the fight was like that too at the very end. It was just this Weaver magic all coming together.
Yeah. Do a lot of.
I like how she does all this eloquent stuff, and then Monty just goes, "Yeah." He very much reminds me of Truman Capote. Nightbot save me. Yes. If you guys ever want to see Truman Capote, just watch the movie Murder by Death, and it's where Monty is headed. All right. What do we got? 9. All right. So 9. We're at an hour and a half. We'll go a few more minutes. I just wanted to see if we get any of the old Shanna magic.
I mean, right there, she looks very comely.
Yeah. Good light. She chose her light well.
Yeah,
I think this is a couple years back, though.
And also, she writes sex books, everybody.
That's right.
For the best sex of your life, buy her book.
If you want to get whipped. He does, as Charlotte says, he does look like a lame Truman Capote. Yeah, he
looks like an egg with hair.
He certainly talks like him, and he's slowly kind of morphing into him. And Truman Capote was this, perceived as, well, he was this really good writer. Some would say brilliant. I wouldn't say Monty's brilliant, but he's very well, very well thought of in some places. Of course, I'm looking at a list, and he's in the 3rd column. Traitor.
All or nothing. It's just like, I'm going to throw all of my sorcery at this and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Invisible Sun, I think.
That's definitely, I think, a part of being a Weaver. It doesn't have to be.
That's another thing, too. Why wouldn't you set up, like, guys, we're playing in this scenario. Okay, these characters here have just done this. Get everybody into the action. Like, oh, I understand that. Even if you don't know the details, like their name or their background. Like when we start auto-enrolling. A couple of guys, a crime they, kind of did commit. Now they're on the run from the law from this guy. Now, I don't expect him to have, pictures of, the men chasing him or anything. But good Lord, they're just dicking around. Jerking off, as they say.
To be the one character, the one order that really has the ability to just pump all of their resources into one big bang. And so that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And that's, that's an interesting point of view. That's an interesting thing to have happen in the course of a game, right? Because it's an interesting strategy, I guess is the word I'm looking for, right? Of using lots of different things and kind of spreading yourself out, doing a lot of different things, or just one big thing, and then you're kind of done.
What is he talking about?
Sex.
What is he talking about?
Talking about sex right there.
Never heard somebody go on like that. It's a lot of stuff about nothing.
Well,
Road March. We'd rather watch paint dry. All right, yeah. I think we're about to pull the We're about to pull
I know,
pull the
Travis,
plug here.
right? He's talking about spreading it out, big bang, one big thing, and then you're done. Like he's literally talking about bang.
Ba-boom!
Yeah.
Shanna's giving him cues. All right, well. Guys, I just turned 3K. So you will have to occasionally forgive Double D. On these anniversaries, he may pull out the blacklight posters. He may pull out Shanna for a watch or two. All right, let's go to the last minute. We'll see if anything happens. If it doesn't, we will be done.
It would be a shame, I think, if all the characters worked that way, right? Because that's kind of how you end up in other games where you've got all the characters kind of do their one big thing, and then everyone just wants to go home and go to bed.
3K, you mean 3 billion.
So what, we saw.
I like how they just let him hang there. Yeah. So everybody's just either bored to tears.
We saw Seru's big trick at the end, not trick, but his big spell, which kind of finished the fight for him. But you guys, I know you guys had other things in mind, kind of in the background that you were planning on doing, or that you were trying to do to help Seru, use with little magic and everything. Did you have? I mean, what if Seru's thing wouldn't have worked? Did you have a? I don't even know if at that point it's a plan. At that point, it was like a plan E or F.
I feel like I should say yes, so Sarah thinks that we did.
In hindsight, I would have had some, protective angels like ready to swoop in or something.
Yeah.
That would have been a great idea. But
so if somebody had told you back in like the 3rd edition days, like, hey, you're going to be able to watch Monty Cook and Sean Reynolds play a game. Oh, and there's going to be, Monty's hot wife, Shanna, or his hot partner or whatever. You'd have been like, oh man, it's going to be must-see TV. Go look at our live plays just from our table. I mean, they are. This is no better than that. Raven says more Garibay, blah blah blah. All right, time to pull the plug.
See you guys.
Let's go back for some closing statements, shall we?
I'm going to say for my closing statement, congratulations. Double D, you hit your goal a couple weeks earlier than you anticipated. That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks to the chat, you keep us on our toes. That's awesome.
Yep. You certainly do.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Pavlo says, "Wait, that's Sean K. Run." I believe so. I think he's in with them. Yeah. Don Paleo, happy 3K. Yep. Yeah, if you guys have anything left to say here for the moment. Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours.
I don't remember 2K, to be honest. I remember when we hit 1K because we did it. You did it on right before a live stream. Because then Mrs. Double D,
Greg was there that night.
Mrs. Double D got us a cake.
Oh yeah.
For 1K, we celebrated on that Friday night. I don't remember when 2K happened.
Yep. Travis says, "Play us out." I'll be like, what's his name? Bill O'Reilly. What you don't see in that part, that it's in every live stream I've done is, when Bill O'Reilly freaks out. If you go look at the full video of that, he does a really good job after that. He's like, to set it up, he's like, what do you mean play me out or play it out? He's like, I don't know what that means. And the producer is just saying like, we'll just, we'll do he's like, I don't know what it fucking means. And then he has the explosion that you see. And then he's like, just do it. I'll make it up. I'll do it live. And that's what he says. And that was Sting. And Sting is going to play it.
Paleo just said it. Now here's Sting.
Now here's Sting to play us out.
And then I know that on ESPN, I don't know if it was for an NFL show or just a regular Sports Center, Chris Berman had a massive flip out. On his production staff.
Casey Kasem too.
Yeah.
I love seeing that, people. Now you'd almost have to wonder that back then it was like, oh, he just got caught, and then like got released. Now you always wonder like staged. Yeah. Cause there's cameras all the time everywhere. So, yeah. Well, a lot of well wishes, celebrate with a Yingling. Yeah. Joe. Yep. Good Pennsylvania beer for us, Pennsylvania bros.
Some NFL player just got caught with a hot mic up by NFL Films. He was going post game, like middle of the field, and they were hugging. He's on the Patriots, and when they hugged, he's like, "You guys got us at a good time because we're ass right now." And then he owned up to it at the end. He's like, "We are ass."
Yeah.
And I didn't say the team's ass. I'm part of this team. I said,
Yeah.
"We're ass right now. You got us at a good time."
Playing like shit, then yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Jeff Hatch coming in. Took my son to see Seven Samurai on Sunday. Wow, he loved it and said it was better than Alien. Well, you have a discriminating son there, Jeff. Yeah, absolutely. Seven Samurai, great movie. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much too for the $5 super chat. Good to see you. As always, remember that is Pulp or Planet Pulp, right?
Yep.
That's Jeff's. Yep. Planet Pulp. You can always put his link when we're discussing it, Cal. I don't know if or you can maybe you can try to do it, Jeff. But yeah, we are about ready to ship off. Mrs. D is home. I heard her upstairs.
Yeah, just practicing her clogs.
Yeah. As Cornboy would say, my fake wife.
Yeah,
We're
I
just
know.
divorced, living in the same house. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Isn't that based on the Magnificent Seven? Yep. Good movies, both of them. Yep. Like I said, we have borrowed we borrow good things from the Japanese. We used to do it with the British too. Like British TV used to be a whole lot better.
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, yeah. British TV now is ass. If we may do a quick callback. Yeah, British TV is terrible. All right. Well, would you guys like to hear a little double Dio?
Yeah, bring us out with Dio for the divers out there.
A little for all you divers out there. A little double Dio. Seriously, thank you all so much. Love you guys. We will talk soon. Don't know if I'll be able to do a video this weekend. What I may do is just try to wrangle this list and maybe put it. Don't worry about it, Cal. We'll see if Jeff can maybe send me a link. I'll keep it in the hopper just in case. No worries. Guys, peace. Love you all. Thank you, Cal, for patrolling the grounds as usual. You do a stellar job. Congratulations to was it Blair or Blaine?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, yeah. For winning the magazines.
Yep.
I will have to get those out soon. All right, guys. Peace.
Have a great night,
Love you all.
everybody.
Thank you for the super chats, everyone. Love you. We'll take you out. Play us out. Ronnie James Dio. All right. Love you guys. Take care.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away. Holy diver, yeah. Got shiny diamonds, like the eyes of a cat in the black and blue. Something is coming for you. Look out! Race for the morning. You can hide in the sun till you see the light. Oh, we will pray it's alright. Gotta get away. Get away. Between the velvet lies, there's a truth that's hard as steel, yeah. I'll say the veils will never die. That's all never You see his stripes, but you know he's green. Well, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away. I get away. Gotta get away.